Thanks for nothing, Google.
What I wanted to show you is how easy it is to watch yourself and other live streams on your tablet device.
On the computer.
On the computer.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit play there.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
right there
I
in
see.
my.
It's so simple.
Do you see your face?
Oh yeah, it's me with a huge fat fucking face.
Yeah, I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of trouble. My doctor, he said he's not a very nice guy. He said, open your mouth and say oink.
Yeah, you need to get better insurance, Norm.
Insurance. He was calling me a fat pig.
Well, I mean, nobody's going to disagree with him.
Oh, chasm.
I'm sorry, Norm. I've got an acid tongue.
You do. You're an acid-tongued Arab. And there's Charles Woodson. How about that? What a season he had. Great, man. He became the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy. And congratulations, Charles. That is something that no one can ever take away from you. Unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case, all bets are off.
Yeah.
I love Lost. You ever watch Lost?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with the show. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still watching it.
I
Yeah.
watch it. I watch it on the
Link?
No, yeah.
You got that working?
On the computer, where you can watch like you can watch them right after each other. So you don't have. There's no cliffhanger, you know.
Yeah,
'Cause you
I
don't
know
have to,
about that.
You probably watched it live.
Do you think I'm 80?
No, you probably watched the show though.
I did. I watched it during.
So that must have been incredibly frustrating.
No, it wasn't. Why would you say that?
Well, because I couldn't wait 30 seconds to get into it on my DVD.
Sometimes it's better to space things out, though, and discuss it with your friends, have a little talk about what happened, and then you have to wait a week, and it's delayed gratification.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. That's what's fun about a book club. But
We're joined by the talented trio called the Lonely Island.
Yeah,
who
you
will
know
be
what I
on the
call
big.
them?
What do you call them?
I call them Sandberg and the other couple of fellas.
The Mind Squad
The
is
other
how Rolling Stone put it.
I got a heavy foot.
There's a real stream of consciousness thing happening here, Norm.
Yeah, it's called conversation.
All right.
Are you talking about Melrose Place? No, because
You're the biggest ass I ever met. And I love you for it.
No, because I swear to God, and when I lived in L.A., I lived on the actual street called Melrose Place. There's an actual street.
There's a Melrose. Is there really a Melrose
There's really
place?
a Melrose Place.
Okay.
You know this, right?
Yes, it's true.
So they opened a restaurant called Melrose Place on it,
Uh-huh.
and then it's right beside my house. And every time I go out, there's all these retards, like tourists, and then these tourist retards, like they're always fat and they're taking pictures, standing in front of this restaurant.
Uh-huh. Yeah? You are making a movie with Carrot Top, right?
I made a movie with Carrot Top.
Okay. You've made a movie with Carrot Top. It's not out yet.
No, it's
Can you
not
put the
out yet.
picture up of Carrot Top again, just so we can all see him?
She just did.
Oh, there it is again. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Wait a minute, she left Melrose Place to do a movie with Carrot Top?
That's where I'm going, my friend.
He was great. He did a wonderful job.
Do you have a scene where you and him embrace?
Yeah, lots of making out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Nothing but making out.
All right.
It's like 9.5 weeks, but Carrot Top. we were doing.
Wow. I gotta check out that movie.
Is it called 9.5 Seconds?
But what's the movie gonna be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
She's in it.
What about my career?
Courtney Thorne Smith. Well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
That's the very best kind.
In all sincerity, I know you don't like to hear these things.
emotions. You're like Nixon and
I'm like Nixon.
but I will say, I was watching last night. I saw speed skating, and my goodness, you know, could the outfits they wear be any tighter? Holy Lord! There was an East German woman. I swear, you could see the outline of her entire penis. It was. This is Viagra. It's insane. And you know what it's for? Impotent people. All right, it's for impotent guys. So get this. I read this. The pill can make your cock hard for 4 hours.
Right.
So now, who has the 4-hour hard cock? The impotent guy. The rest of us are fucked. Me and you got our regular cocks. Meanwhile, fucking Spade is, you know. Of course, that's the big story in here in Washington is the recent marriage between NBC's Andrea Mitchell and Alan Greenspan, who is 71 years old. And this is sweet, you know, I didn't know this. They wrote their own vows, you know. She promised to love, honor, and speak into his good ear. So that was it's kind of sweet, you know.
We'll see. It'll be fun.
Hey,
Norm, thanks for dressing up.
Hey, Sarah, listen, man. Congratulations. That's the 100th time that joke's been done tonight. But I also want to tell you, I do like that he picked Kemp. I like Kemp.
Oh, yeah?
He had a strange thing. Did you hear that quote he said? He said he's closer to minorities than the other candidates because he says he showered with a lot of black guys. Did you hear that?
What?
He says because he used to be on the Buffalo Bills.
That's right, he was a football player. Is that true? He said that?
Yeah, he said that the other day. He said he has a closer feel for the minorities because he's showered with so many black guys.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I don't know if that's, well, how you want to pick your presidents, right? Showered with a lot of black guys?
I don't know.
I mean...
You're picking Dole because he can do an impression.
Yeah,
you
right.
know, your reasons aren't much better.
If I was going to pick a guy, just because he showered with a lot of black guys, I'd pick Andy or something like that, you know? You know?
People don't have to know that.
Oh, I have an announcement to read. I almost forgot. I was told to make this announcement. Table 10, wherever you are, table 10. We're sorry your waitress hasn't been there in a while. Larry King just married her. So... Do you have a hero?
Norman Fell from Three's Company.
That's your hero?
Yeah. Mr. Roper. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Roper?
Yeah.
That's not a good hero.
That's all I got.
Better than this guy's hero is some gay porn actor. Anyway.
What are you talking about? What?
I don't know. Boomer Esiason is with us. Boomer. How you doing, buddy? Boomer, of course, will replace Frank Gifford on Monday Night Football next season. And Frank told reporters that this will allow him to spend more time with his wife and children. Then he broke down and cried for 45 minutes. So, what the hell am I? And here I am, you know, I look out, I see President Bill Clinton, you know, I see Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, you know, media mogul Rupert Murdoch, you know, broadcast legend Larry King, you know, pornographer Larry Flint, you know, Dick Morris. The list is starting to drop off a little, folks, but still, you get the idea. It's daunting. Well, there's all kinds of sports celebrities in the audience tonight. I see Tiger Woods right there. Tiger Woods, how about that, huh? Yeah, he's up for golf. Of course, he's up for Golfer of the Year this ESPYs. And you know who I feel sorry for, folks, is the other two guys nominated for Golfer of the Year. You see these guys getting ready, you know, it's like, hey, honey, have you seen my tuxedo? No, not the good one. The one I wear when I'm going to get my ass kicked. Have you seen that one? We got a lot of power here, a lot of juice. Mr. Roel Arledge is here, of course, the chairman of ABC News, you know, and a lot of crazy stories coming out of that division, you know. You know, stories about this person sleeping with that person and all that, you know. Scandal after scandal. If you heard the latest, I heard this just the other day. There's a rumor that last week, a certain, I don't want to say who it is, a certain gentleman in ABC News, he went to a party and he got really drunk and he ended up having sex with his own wife. I don't know.
You know what you ought to do right now? Get up and dance like Ellen.
What?
All over the building, and we'll follow you with the camera. Wouldn't that be great? You could dance over women.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Have you ever done the Ellen show?
No, not yet.
It's the most shabbily run operation. You know who wouldn't do this? Ellen.
Oh.
Would not do it to me.
Take it back.
Oh, Ellen.
David often gets confused with Ellen. No, that's a true fact. I'm not making it up. Oh. This was before the goatee, before the mustache, and thank God Ellen shaved that off. But our top story tonight. This week, after months of speculation, sitcom star Ellen DeGeneres finally admitted that yes, she is gay. Inspired by her courage, today diet guru Richard Simmons admitted that he is really, 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 really gay. And in entertainment news, Ellen DeGeneres and lover Anne Hesh have announced that they want to have a baby. However, their plan has hit a snag. They are both women. It is not possible to have a child. On Tom Snyder this week, actor Tony Danza said he thought the recent open display of affection by lesbian couple Ellen DeGeneres and Anne Hesh in front of President Clinton was extremely disrespectful. On hearing the comment, President Clinton responded, "Someone should tell Tony Danza to shut the hell up." Well, by now, most of you have seen or heard about last week's episode of Ellen, in which the main character, played by Ellen DeGeneres, announced that she is gay. Here to comment on Ellen, our very own Will Ferrell. Hi, Will.
Thank you. Like everyone in the country, I saw the historic episode of Ellen, and of course, I loved it. I don't know what it is, but when a first-class comedian spoofs gay people, it always makes me laugh. Hey, let's face it, gays are funny. I loved Billy Crystal on Soap, and that Harvey Fierstein impression of a homosexual couldn't be more dead on. Heck, even I do a funny gay guy around the office. You know, Judy Garland, fresh cut flowers, interior decorating. It's all in good fun. Why not? I'm no homophobe. So, Ellen DeGeneres, I salute you. There's no controversy here. She's just a damn good comedian who's able to get good laughs pretending she's a lesbian. And if that's wrong, then that's my kind of wrong.
Well, Will, now, she's not exactly pretending.
How's that?
I mean, she wasn't on the cover of Time magazine for pretending she was gay. She really is gay.
Ellen DeGeneres is gay, the real Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes, she's a lesbian.
Oh, my God. I'm going to be sick.
Oh, God!
Why did you put that dirty, sickening image in my mind? Oh, no, here it comes again.
God, she's just a lesbian.
Oh, stop it! Please stop!
It's quite good. Normally I don't like Will Ferrell vomit, but this is actually really good. Let's just
too, lesbians, you know, that I think like for mainstream America, they're easier to accept, you know, because, you know, there's no like anal tearing and stuff, so basically I don't know what they do. I guess they just like lick each other or something, I don't know. They can't fuck because they got no cock. So I don't know how they can't have sex, right? All they can do is go buy a cock. They go to like stores. You know what, man, I hate that real cock, but I love that big fake plastic cock. It's too complicated for me to understand. I'm saying like things that are completely ill-informed. But I'm just trying to figure it out. Oh, God bless, though. God bless everyone.
Weekend Update with NORM MACDONALD.
Thank you. I'm Norm MacDonald, and now the fake news. Yesterday, Simpson trial judge Lance Ito allowed that mystery envelope to be opened, and it appears Simpson may already have won $10 million. The first deaf Miss America, Heather Whitestone, was crowned last week in Atlantic City. Although completely deaf, she is an expert lip reader. Personally, I don't think she's that pretty, you know. Not my cup of tea. Well, David Hasselhoff is a huge rock star in Germany, where his latest album sold 5 million copies this week, which once again proves my theory: Germans love David Hasselhoff. Christy Brinkley told reporters this week that her marriage to Billy Joel was over long before their divorce. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Christy Brinkley and that she was married to Billy Joel. And in a related story, this week marked the 5,000th performance of the Broadway musical Cats. It also marked the 5,000th time a guy turned to his wife and said, "What the hell is this?" And finally, John Wayne Bobbitt is going to be an adult film star. He has been signed to play himself in the John Wayne Bobbitt story. The part of his severed penis will be portrayed by Pauly Shore. According to an obscure 14th century law, British Army Captain James Hewitt could be hanged for having an affair with Princess Diana. The punishment for having sex with Princess Diana is death. The punishment for having sex with Princess Anne is having sex with Princess Anne. Las Vegas mogul Steve Wynn has announced plans for a new hotel, 46 stories high, set on a 17-acre island in the middle of a 50-acre artificial lake on the Las Vegas Strip. In a related story, Motel 6 now has shampoo. Well, a beef-flavored water for dog hit stores this week, and dogs are eagerly anticipating the arrival next month of the newest water flavor, other dogs' asses. With Republican control of the Senate, Oregon's Bob Packwood will become chairman of the Senate Finance Committee. In a statement, he promised to massage the budget, goose interest rates, and, if possible, stick his tongue down the throat of inflation. A French man who calls himself the Snake Man was arrested this week after climbing up the side of a Manhattan high-rise. Yep, he climbed right up the side of a high-rise. Just like a snake. Dr. James Watts, a neurosurgeon who performed the first frontal lobotomy, died this week in Washington. If you recall, a lobotomy involves drilling holes in the skull and then inserting and rotating a knife to destroy brain cells. What a genius, he'll be missed. This week is Taxi Cab Appreciation Week, so to all you taxi cab drivers out there, I'd appreciate it if you'd take a shower once in a while. How'd that be?
A new hangover-free vodka is on the market. Yeah, the ads claim that the 80-proof vodka is so pure, it's virtually headache-free. But before you run out and buy it, remember, it causes massive anal bleeding. Former First Lady Nancy Reagan reports that her husband has been relaxing at their ranch, riding horses and chopping wood. Sadly, eyewitnesses report that he was actually riding wood and chopping horses. Ted Kennedy says now that he's won re-election, he can finally relax, get off that crazy diet, and really let himself go. Yeah, Ricky Lake, you know, she really is an animal lover, though. She has 3 cats, 2 dogs, and a big ass that follows her around everywhere. Well, there may be trouble in paradise. Lisa Marie Presley confirmed this week that she and Michael Jackson live in separate residences 50 miles away from each other. Lisa Marie was quoted as saying, "I guess being married to a homosexual pedophile wasn't such a great idea after all." Kenny G has a Christmas album out this year. Hey, happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap. Serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer was attacked and killed by another inmate this week. Just before the fight, Dahmer threatened, "Hey, don't mess with me, pal. I used to eat guys like you for breakfast." Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Oh, I'm sorry. That should read, Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. My mistake completely. I didn't read it right. And now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough. A Brooklyn man crossing an expressway on Monday was hit by at least 10 cars. According to police, the man's body was spread over a 2-block area. Police also reported that various organs were flattened on the road and that his spine had been ripped out of his torso. The man is currently resting in stable condition at St. Mary's Hospital. Well, a study this week reports seafood is good for you unless it's fried. Yet another groundbreaking story from the pages of the medical journal, Duh. A new FBI study shows that for the first time, Americans are more likely to be killed by a stranger than a loved one or acquaintance. Their advice? Introduce yourself to as many people as possible. A sheepdog carrying $250,000 worth of cocaine in its stomach was found at JFK Airport earlier this week. A customs agent got suspicious when he saw 2 airline employees taking turns sniffing the dog's ass. O.J. Simpson's lawyers have decided to skip hearings on DNA evidence and go right to trial. Asked why they did this, the lawyers replied, "We want to get O.J. acquitted as speedily as possible so he can get back to doing what he does best, killing people." There's a new 24-hour cable TV channel now. It's called Fish TV. The channel shows a giant aquarium of fish 24 hours a day, except from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. when it shows the Byron Allen Show. In a survey this week, men said they preferred penis size to height. 62% of men said they'd rather be 5'2" with a 7-inch penis. 36% said they'd rather be 6'3" with a 3-inch penis. And the remaining 2% said they'd rather be 1'4" with a 300-inch penis. Here we see the president and the first bitch. Hey, slow down, you bitch. Let me catch up. A 51-year-old cosmonaut set a world space endurance record this week after spending 367 days aboard the Russian space station Mir. And also, as a side note, he also smashed his own masturbation record. In Walnut Creek, California, anyone who turns in his gun can get free therapy. And anyone who doesn't turn in his gun can get free anything.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I was broken apart by you.
Officials in Disney World have ordered their ride, the Extra Terror-estrial, to be shut down until it can be made scarier. When the attraction reopens in 2 weeks, it will be exactly the same, but missing 6 bolts. The United Paramount Network's new show, Star Trek Voyager, finished in first place Monday night with a 14.7 rating. For those of you who don't know, 1 rating point is equal to 950,000 nerds. In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck than that. Taco Bell this week introduced a new light menu, as well as a new slogan: half the fat, but still tastes like crap. OJ's pal Al Cowlings now has a 1-900 number. For $2.99 a minute, Cowlings will tell callers that OJ is innocent. And for $3.99 a minute, he'll try to do it without laughing. And now a correction to a story we ran last week. Prince Charles is actually the one in the middle. So we apologize for that. 130 years after the Civil War, the state of Mississippi has finally voted to abolish slavery. Representatives say they would have liked to have done it sooner, but they were delayed due to some awfully big cotton crops. They had some kind of big cotton thing. All right. And finally, the Oscar nominations were announced this week, and Tom Hanks and Jodie Foster are in a heated competition in the Academy's controversial new category, Best Retard. Well, there's good news this week from strife-torn Ireland, where a historic peace agreement has just been signed. Gee, I wonder if anyone will celebrate by drinking. New medical research shows that men and women have different food cravings, men preferring meat and women preferring sweets. Scientists trace this back to caveman days, when men had to go out and hunt for food while women sat on their fat asses eating chocolates. Washington Power to some Mary Madeline and James Carville are expecting their first baby in July. No one knows if the baby will be a Democrat or a Republican, but doctors are sure of one thing: it will be weird looking. This was Colin Ferguson's first week in prison. Ferguson has reportedly dismissed his cellmate, and from now on he will be acting as his own bitch. The richest girl in the world, billionaire Athena Onassis, celebrated her 10th birthday this week. What's it like to be the richest girl in the world? Well, to give you some idea, at the party, they had 2 cakes. Due to a change in policy, Amtrak employees will no longer be able to kick homeless people out of Penn Station based on the way they look.
From now on, they will have to go solely on urine stench. Some teenagers are snorting or injecting Ritalin, a drug prescribed to treat attention deficit disorder in children. Drug abuse experts warn that Ritalin can cause accelerated blood pressure, along with enhanced mental alertness, a surge of energy, and an increased sense of self-confidence. And remember, kids, those are bad things. According to a controversial new biography, Elizabeth Taylor likes her lovemaking loud, rough, and frequent. Coincidentally, that's also how she likes to eat. Well, it's official. There you go. Michael Jordan is leaving baseball to return to basketball. It is unclear whether the media will now refer to him by his old basketball nickname, Air Jordan, or his more recent baseball nickname, Senior Crappy. Newlyweds Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson had their first argument this week. He wants kids, while she wants fake kids. A new study says that people who quit smoking have healthier lungs. Yet another groundbreaking story from the pages of the medical journal, Duh. And in court this week, Cato Kalin testified that O.J. Simpson did not appear angry before or after the period of his wife's murder. But Kalin admitted he could have been a touch edgy while he was actually murdering her. Might have been a... Leona Helmsley fired a maid this week for stealing her Victoria's Secret lingerie. And you think she looks hot here, huh? Imagine, if you would, with the Hertz rental car company announced this week that it will buy 520,000 vehicles, increasing its worldwide fleet 24%. In addition, they will try to find a new spokesman who won't kill his ex-wife. And finally, the Diamond Council of America advises that men spend 2 months' salary on an engagement ring, while the American Housing Company suggests that you spend 25% of your salary on rent. Interestingly, the U.S. Crack Association recommends that you spend all your salary on crack. In medical news this week, scientists report there may soon be a vaccine for drug addicts, which completely eliminates the craving for cocaine. They caution, however, that the vaccine is extremely dangerous, highly addictive, and costs $10,000 a gram. This week at the O.J. Simpson trial, the infamous bloody glove was finally introduced into evidence, and O.J. didn't help his case any by blurting out, "There it is, I've been looking all over for that thing." Whoa. In a bid to boost low attendance, officials at the New Jersey State Aquarium have announced plans for a $4 million facelift. In addition, flashing neon signs will be placed outside the aquarium, stating that the fish are, quote, all nude all the time. Julia Roberts told reporters this week that her marriage to Lyle Lovett has been over for some time. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Julia Roberts and that she was married to Lyle Lovett. Last week, Duchess of York Sarah Ferguson visited the Big Apple and showed off her 14-pound weight loss. Hopefully, this will not interfere with her official duties of sitting on her fat ass all day long. Well, singer Willie Nelson, who was arrested recently in Texas for marijuana possession, saw the charges against him drop this week. A judge ruled the arrest had been illegal because police didn't have probable cause to search his car for pot. How about the fact he's Willie Nelson? Well, the magazine POV came out this week with a list of the best and worst jobs to have in the next century. Their 3 best were, in this order, multimedia software designer, management consultant, and interactive advertising executive. While their worst, for the 3rd year in a row, crack whore.
Dismissed Simpson juror Jeanette Harris revealed in interviews this week that the jury is torn by dissension and is already divided into two camps: those who think he is guilty and those who are really, really stupid. A Cambridge, Massachusetts juror found City Councilman William Walsh not guilty of malicious destruction of property after he removed 2 dildos from a sculpture in the City Hall annex. Walsh's defense was that he was walking by, saw them, and said to himself, "Hey, free dildos." Look at there. While Premiere Magazine's list of the 100 most powerful people in Hollywood hit the newsstands this month, in an odd bit of ranking, Demi Moore was ranked number 28, while her breasts were ranked 20 and 21. So, at a press conference this week, Washington Mayor Marion Barry said he wants private businesses to provide 5,000 summer jobs for a district youth program. He also wants some crack. At Virginia Commonwealth University, a professor is being sued following revelations that he spanked one of his students. It was the student's parents who first became suspicious when they asked, "What kind of marks are you getting?" And she replied, "Big red ones on my ass." So... For the 5th year in a row, People magazine has named John F. Kennedy Jr. one of its 50 most beautiful people. Meanwhile, Big Red Nose magazine has named Ted Kennedy one of its 50 faces most ravaged by drink. Well, in Buffalo, Wyoming, a truck jackknifed this week, spilling hundreds of sticks of dynamite on the I-90 interstate, though officials noted that there is absolutely no danger as long as you're protected by magic. Yeah, I wish I was protected by magic. All right. In stock market news this week, April's 3 biggest losers were Cantab Pharmaceuticals, Champion Enterprises, and Crapco, which manufactures crap. And also crap-related items, most recently Mariah Carey's Christmas album. Due to expected cutbacks in funding for PBS's The Frugal Gourmet, has announced that he'll be changing his name to The Cheap Bastard. Well, in a questionable move by the defense team this week, O.J. Simpson demonstrated how to stab 2 people at the same time. Well, Gary Busey left the hospital this week after overdosing on cocaine last Friday. Doctors say Busey is okay and he should be back in the hospital in no time. Last Friday in Washington, D.C., the city's elementary school students pledged to stay drug-free as a gift to their moms on Mother's Day. Meanwhile, D.C. Mayor Marion Barry got his mom a great big box of chocolates. The Walt Disney Company has announced plans to build a $300 million hotel and entertainment complex in New York's Times Square. Construction begins next spring on their first attraction, Crack Horrors of the Caribbean. The American Academy of Pediatrics has released an updated list of unsafe baby products. Topping the list this year is the really, 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 really high chair.
The Nicolas Cage stuff is very similar, where it's just nobody can really do what he does. I also love Nicolas Cage.
You said you could do Nicolas Cage.
I cannot do Nicolas. I've heard that I heard my voice sometimes sounds like him, and I've been told I look like him sometimes, but no.
That's how I got started, was people with that one. People said that when I was little they thought I was his son. I mean, I don't think they thought that.
You do look like
they
Nicolas
said,
Cage.
A lot, yeah.
Are you his son?
Way more, yeah.
Let's hear your Nicolas Cage.
I don't have a Nicolas Cage.
I know you said you did.
No, I don't have a Nicolas Cage.
You told me that a Nicolas Cage that made Simon Helberg sound like shit. No, he did.
My Nicolas Cage sounds a lot like your fucking Christopher Walken.
Whatever. I don't do a very good Christopher.
You don't need to do a good one to do that.
But I am Christopher Walken. Jesus Christ. You never heard me Christopher Walken? I never heard it before either. I just assumed everyone could do it.
Everyone does it.
So I tried. How do we get him to do Nicolas Cage? I feel embarrassing.
It's hard, I know. Can you we'd love it if we could hear your Nicolas Cage.
All right, well, he does like, well, yeah, that's just wonderful to hear, and maybe on the way out we can stop in the gift shop, but right now, I don't know, I really want to find some rockets! Yahoo! There you go. He has a little bit too.
No, all right.
Well, I mean, it's not...
I didn't say I look like, I just said I've had people sometimes.
Well, that's the same thing as saying you look like him.
No, you're right.
You know, everybody always says I look like him.
I don't say always.
Whatever. You watched a lot of Nicolas Cage, right?
I did watch a lot.
You have a favorite?
He's seen every Nicolas Cage movie.
Well, no, up until like probably about 15 years ago. Well, they started getting real. Like I'm not gonna do it anymore. I can't. He was great. He's either the greatest actor in the world or the worst actor in the world.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah, that was a great one.
That was like when it. Then it was like the divide came, I think, when he did the Rock, and you were sort of like, okay, this I'll accept this Michael Bay, like I'll accept this because maybe you're self-aware, but then he did Con Air, and he had that mullet and a Southern accent, and it just like all went downhill.
No, you nailed it. That's exactly when.
Started buying islands.
He spent all his money on stuff.
I like islands.
Islands?
I think plural.
Wow. How much did I heard he already bought his gravesite or something, and I thought it was like a pyramid. It's like, I don't know if that's...
He blew all his money on his gravesite?
It's like a giant pyramid.
Oh, like National Treasure?
Yeah.
That's another Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. Nick Cage. Face Off?
Face Off?
That was,
Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Briefly.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
You just went right to one where he was barely there.
Yeah. No, Raising Arizona, I don't think anything tops that for me.
You have to put it in the right file, according to alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Still,
it goes
did
on.
you see Django Unchained?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. You remember when Leonardo DiCaprio and the boys were sitting around watching the slaves fight to death?
Yeah, awful.
Yeah, awful.
Ah, he's not doing what I told him, for God's sake. Come on now, boy, there's a fight to the death.
But isn't that what boxing is?
No.
You and your rich friends, you go to Vegas, you say, bring up those poor black people from the ghetto. In the ghetto.
I don't think that's the requirement.
And a mother cry.
I don't think that you have to be African American.
You have to be poor.
Okay.
No.
It just so happens, I think. Maybe because that's a way out for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think it's cool that rich people pay money to watch two poor people fight to the death?
Well, if they're good, they won't be poor anymore. Mayweather was one of the top paid athletes last year.
Yeah. Yeah, and he lost it all on the Jaguars.
This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys.
I haven't seen these?
No.
What? Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. Silver, platinum, Miami, black LA, white Vegas.
Yeah.
I thought we were going over my credits, and you've lured me into a discussion. You put me on the side of the argument.
I'm trying
of
to
a rich
say,
white person oppressing young black males into boxing. I don't know how I got that.
Let's go back to Saturday Night Live.
All right.
Because it was always a mystery to me why you were fired. I had my own theory. It's a rather shallow theory.
I'd love to hear your theory.
You were bald.
Oh, that would not make it an issue.
That would be the worst reason ever. I grasped onto that you were bald. You know what I mean? The way that conspiracy theorists go, by God, one disturbed 24-year-old could not have taken down Camelot. I think the same way with you. Why were you fired?
Was Oswald 24?
He was an overachiever.
He looked older than 24.
I look at the poster and for Anchorman 2, and what do I see on the poster? Paul Rudd. Who else do I see? Will Ferrell. Who else do I see?
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. Who else do I see? David Koechner. 3 multimillionaires.
I'm not multi-million. Do you think I'm really wealthy?
No, I said 3
Oh,
multimillionaires.
3. Listen, folks.
Name me another guy that had that many characters in the first year of Saturday Night Live, bar Eddie Murphy.
Well, I'll bet you Mike Myers did.
First year? Mike Myers, first year? Nothing.
Nothing. Why do I keep getting put
You're
on
not a
this
bitter
side,
man. You're not bitter.
this side of these arguments?
Well, you must. Your father had something to do with turkeys. I was told. A little birdie told me.
He was a manufacturer of turkey coops.
What is your favorite project you've ever worked on?
This.
I want to talk about Del Close.
Favorite project I've ever worked on? There's tons. There's tons of them.
Yeah.
A recent one, and this is not just
so you don't understand the word favorite.
Wow. Is this called Norm's Hot Box today?
This guy, Pee Wee Sherman 300 is his name. He says, in a few words, tell us why Second City is so much better than the Groundlings or Upright Citizens Brigade.
Is it?
That's what he thinks.
He said, tell me why it is.
Yeah.
I keep getting put into this situation. Here's your argument you must defend. What are its properties? Can you tell me what some of the properties a mug might have, Norm? I've lost him. I think he's asleep.
No. I can tell you what properties a mug might have, but I think you might be interested in the fact that this guy used to jerk off punks under the Queensboro Bridge for $15 a man.
Are you sure they were punks? How did we get there?
Paradise with your body, I don't wanna share. We're making dynamite, explosive love intentions building in the air.
In improvisation, you get a suggestion.
Could I play one of the deadly sins?
Yes. You let that inform what you're going to do. For instance, pick one of your favorite deadly sins.
Well,
gluttony.
I remember one time a preacher that I used to know when I was a young boy, and he said he always driving his bicycle, you know, here and there and here again. Always driving his bicycle. So,
what's going on?
I was going to tell you a story.
I know, but
it has to do with this.
Okay.
And he's a good man, pious man. And one day, his bicycle went missing. So my daddy said to him, Bert, that was his name. We weren't Catholic, you know, he just called the preacher by his first name. Bert, I think I know how to find out who stole your bicycle. How would I do it? When you're when you're doing your sermon next week, you just go through the 10 Commandments. You just go through the 10 Commandments from 1 to 10. And when you hit number 8, thou shalt not steal, you look at the congregation and you'll see somebody, doing this here, you know, fiddling with his glasses. That's your thief. I'll do it, Bert says. So my daddy told me that story, and I was really hankering to see that speech that Bert was going to going to say that. So he goes through the 10 Commandments. Starts from 1 right down to 10. Now he gets to 8 and speeds right through it. Speeds right through 8. My daddy said, what the hell? So afterwards, you get outside. Bert, what in earth happened? Number 8 was the one you were supposed to go, why'd you speed through it? Bert says, well, I'll tell you why. When I came to number 7 in the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not commit adultery. By golly, I remember where I put my bike. He was fucking Widow McClanahan.
Then it's not adultery. She's a widow.
No, but he's a man of the cloth.
Oh, he's a Catholic. He's a priest.
No, he's a reverend, but we have our,
So that's how we got there from the 7 deadly sins. Okay.
Yeah. God damn, I wish I had a time machine.
To see that action.
Yeah, no, to take back my question.
Thought you were going to say to murder Hitler.
I would not. People always fucking want to murder Hitler with their time machine, right? But then I feel if I got back there, I'd be afraid of falling under the spell of his fucking beautiful eyes.
It's true. You want
oratory, and
then,
then
locked in the gaze.
Yeah, and then I join the fucking party,
That's
knowing
his
me.
thing. He gives you his full attention. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe there's something to this guy.
No, but before you ask another serious
Believe
question,
it or not, they're telling us to wrap it up. I don't exactly know why you got it.
What?
This is fun for everyone.
It's the
For the
Lonely
record,
Island, guys.
I would have killed Hitler. So thanks, gentlemen.
Can I just clarify? if I did go back in time to kill Hitler, I would do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get lost in
that's
his
the front
eyes
door
and then
choice.
bail.
Yeah.
Just so I don't get hit from all the
I know, all the-
defamation leads.
He would end it. Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm sorry about.
We got to wrap it up.
I'm sorry
It's
about
over.
bringing up Hitler.
You really brought this live show to a new
This is
level.
the first one, right? This is your first interview?
It's just gonna get worse.
This is the first time I've ever interviewed a man.
If you can bring Hitler into all of them, they're going to ask you back for sure, which is I know what you want.
With Hitler, the more I learn about that guy, the more I don't care for him. I can't. And there's nothing redeeming about the guy. I tell the guys, I go, how on earth could these Germans follow this lunatic, And they're like, oh, he was an incredible public speaker, he could hypnotize you with his public speaking. And then I see him, he's like, straggly. I go, what? That's not my idea of a silver-tongued devil, About 30 years pass, and Germany decides again to go to war, and again it chooses as its enemy the world. And this time they have that guy, Schrankly, that guy, and I'm not even going to dignify him by saying his name, but I think you know what I'm talking about.
New songs on the radio sounding fake. Friends and Genesis for better anyway. Am I just being too real?
We always talk about going back and, if you could only go back in time and kill Hitler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what a horror it would be to go back in time, meet Hitler, and get hypnotized by him.
And like him.
And then become one of the guys. And then it gets even worse.
They say he was a very powerful speaker. You didn't know. All of a sudden you're killing in
They
his name.
say he was a powerful speaker. Then on YouTube, he's like, you're like, what
Yelling.
the fucking Christ? Don't vote for him. Vote for anyone else. The fat guy beside him.
They make fun of Hillary Clinton when she raises her voice. Hitler was screaming at the people, right?
He was screaming, spitting. It was crazy.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Wow.
And they're like, whoa, what a silver-tongued devil.
Norm.
That feller is. Yes, sir.
Everyone that meets you does an impression of you.
What?
You're one of those guys that you make such an impression on people that everyone that meets you does a Norm MacDonald.
It's amazing how, some of your friends, seriously, those guys who came out of Saturday Night Live, like Sandler, you, Chris Rock, There's a lot of guys who sort of all of a sudden are like real big players.
Norm got his own TV show.
Norm's doing well. What?
What?
Do you hang out with Norm, or is it impossible?
It's pretty impossible because he's crazy.
He is.
In LA, I call him and he goes, I go, what happened last week? I called you to go on. You called me? And I go, yeah. On my phone? I go, yeah. And he goes, oh, yeah, I got that. I go, you didn't call me back? No.
And he's serious.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And yeah, I know. Like, I have him on the show.
I love him, though. He's the funniest guy around. I think you need to be kind of crazy to be really funny.
He is very funny.
Norm's walking into the bar. It was noon when he called me. It was 8:30 at night.
It takes
and he
me.
goes,
I know.
where are you going? And I'm like, I'm fucking hammered. I'm going home. He's like, I just got here. And I'm like, I know, you're 8 hours late. Like, well, have a fucking beer. Right? Being weird. I'm like, I'm not. I want to go. I can't walk or see.
I call up Norm. I said, Norm, you want to go to Palm Springs with me? It's a 3-day Jim McClain course. Yeah. So I pick him up. He rides out there with his feet out the window all the way, listening to Johnny Cash. Remember that?
Yeah.
And we get out there, and the next morning I call him to wake him up to go. He's sound asleep. I got to call him like 3 times and knock on his door. And then he gets up and he goes, I can't find my shoes. He's like me with a little kid.
I saw you on Conan once, and you said crack whore and midget several times.
Yeah.
So then I did do a thing, full confession. I did Norm MacDonald as an alarm clock. And it was like, this is what it was. Wake up. Hey, wake up there. There's a crack whore and a midget in your bed. So I just thought that was really funny, right?
What about the other impressions?
Drunk guy comes up to him at the bar and goes, hey, aren't you Norm? And he's gone. He's just suddenly gone.
None of this.
Norm's back at the bar going, hey, what happened? What happened to that guy? Hey, where'd he go?
Bad.
That's right.
Where'd he go?
That's pretty good.
Well, I can get you down.
That's pretty good.
Kind of in here somewhere.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
This character is voiced by Norm MacDonald.
Yeah, that's Yaphet.
And that he's just a blob.
He's a blob.
Yeah, and how did you get Norm to do it? I love
Norm
MacDonald.
I asked him, do you want to be a blob? And he said, yeah, sure, I'll be a blob, sure, why not?
Yeah, sure, I'll be a blob.
That's how it happened.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Are you buddies with Norm?
I don't know Norm super well, but I've been a huge fan of his for many years. He's that guy who's, for me, he's high on the list of SNL people.
I'll just say, he goes, hey, look, Dan, not everyone's a real pain in the ass like you, and you're a screw. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you. Nobody can stand you. I can't stand you. You ask around anyone. 3 seconds. And he just insulted him on such levels that was so wrong that I can't repeat. And Lily, when the sketch started, he turned and goes, imagine if you will. I just nailed it.
Probably the funniest, smartest person I've ever met. I'll give you a story about Norman. Dirty Work came out, the reviews weren't great. It's become like a cult thing, but especially up here. And the people are very affectionate about that movie, and I think that's a testament to Norm. I got to hang out with Chris Farley for like 2 weeks. And
Wow.
It was his last movie, and he was the funniest human being I ever met in my life. So him and Norm, Adam Sandler came up to do a part, Don Rickles, Chevy Chase. It was like unbelievable. It was great. So the review came out in my hometown paper. The critic said, Artie Lang has all the charm of a date rapist.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what he said. Okay, my
They
mother
can write that?
My mother read that.
Oh, my God.
So Norm, this is how smart Norm is. Within 3 seconds, this was Norm's response when I told him, because he thought I was upset. He goes, hey, man, that's fucking great. I said, what do you mean? He goes, a date rapist has to have way more charm than a regular rapist. Like, to think of something that witty right away. That's the kind of guy he is. You just laugh and...
Norm's one of those guys, he'll write something, it's a really funny joke, but also let you realize he's a sick fucker. It's like he said,
yes.
You ever find yourself, one of his Norm's bits, so I just thought I fell off my chair, and he said, you ever find yourself lying, telling a lie, and you're halfway through, you realize, wait a minute, there's no possible way I could benefit from this lie. Why am I lying? Saying, hey, did you see Avatar? Yeah. To me, that's just a monster.
Yeah.
That's a twisted mind.
Yeah, he's
if you want to hear a story,
I love me a Norm story.
One time we were in the office doing update stuff, and there'd been a news item about there was going to be a newspaper for the homeless, and so we were thinking about doing some of that. So we started improvising. It was more of a scene, not something we could do on the segment, but it was like a tough kind of Perry White kind of editor going like, "You, Miller, I want 500 words on going to the bathroom in your pants. You, Immel, give me something. Give me a human interest thing on urine stain matter. You, was that kind of thing. Yeah. And like a lot of like photos, maybe some, a little human side, what are, pets, that kind of thing. And so nothing came of it, and I sort of forgot we had the conversation. And then the first meeting we have after the summer, Norm comes in and goes, hey, Downey, remember that, that thing we were talking about there with the, remember that thing with the newspaper for the homeless, that thing, the homeless newspaper? And I go, yeah. He goes, yeah, well, I was out in L.A. and I was asked to do this benefit, for the coalition to feed the homeless or something, And, and I'm going, no. And he goes, yeah, I did that bit, They hated it. Hated it.
All right, you tell me now. That's the Andy Kaufman part of the joke, or is he actually surprised that they hated it? That's what I can't quite figure with Norm.
I know.
Well, you know what? I like Norm MacDonald. Let's give him the money for the week.
I didn't even know he had a podcast.
Oh yeah, dude, Norm MacDonald. Did you see him on Conan telling that moth joke?
No.
Yeah, you got to see it.
No, I haven't.
Dude, you know how many comics out there don't give a fuck, but kind of still do. You have to kind of still do to eat. That guy
Norm
truly
doesn't. He's so fucking funny.
One of my best opening monologue jokes ever. Did you ever see? Remember that whole thing when he was doing Weekend Update and they told him to make it funnier. So he didn't. He just was more Norm the next week. So eventually, of course, he gets fired. So then he goes off into the Hollywood world. He's got a TV show or a hit movie or some shit. So now they bring him back to guest host on SNL, and I'm going to butcher this, but he kind of came out. He's like, yeah, so, people know I got fired from this show, so now they got me back hosting, which means either I got a lot funnier or this show sucks. That's what he opened up with, and I know that wasn't approved. Sorry for the bad Norm. I'll have Jay Moore on to make up for it.
That was a great Norm. Norm, listening to Norm on Stern or anything, any podcast, listening to, I don't know if you remember when Charles Grodin would do Letterman, and just knowing he's going on there, that it was always a fucking great show.
Oh, yeah, that's what people didn't get, that he was fucking around.
Yeah, that's how Norm is anytime. If Norm's the guest, I'm fucking
Hey, now listen, did I hear some rumble that Brother Sandler sent out Maseratis to the cast of Grown Ups? Did you reap the benefit?
First of all, let me just say one thing. Nothing's better than Nancy Pelosi Augustus reference.
Pelosi Augustus.
I'm still swooning over that one. Yeah, Sandler gave Maseratis to Spade, Schneider, Kevin James, Chris Rock, all of whom need one, by the way. Very bad. But
Exactly. What'd you get?
No bitterness, but me and Norm MacDonald, yeah, we're splitting a zip car.
And you split a zip car with Norm. It's like having one of those, those Christmas trees the drivers have that smells like North Slope Sensimilla.
Yeah, this car, I don't know, they must have been smoking pot in here or something.
Norm cancels on us once every 2 weeks, and I almost enjoy it more than him showing up at this point, because he always wants me to talk to some ventriloquist puppet that he says is on the phone. A Holocaust tonight. What has happened to Norman?
And then when he sees you, he's going to go, how come you never have me on your show?
Nope.
We tried to get you on. What?
Nobody funnier, though. I mean, you got to give it to him.
Nobody funnier.
That guy, if I'm in a room with him for 10 minutes, they got to put the paddles on me because I flatline from.
Now, what if Norm MacDonald
Oh, my God.
tried out for the floaters?
Well, wait, are we down a member? How did I get here? Who
Norm,
left?
we want a Canadian.
I'm Norm MacDonald. This is take 2. Now, I guess it's 2A or 3 now,
You're getting mired in this, Norm. I think you're
floaters.
You're up in your head. Just speak from your heart.
Oh, you want me to let it flow?
Float, yeah. Float.
All right. I'm a Sagittarius. My name is Norm,
That's short for Norman. And I like a girl with like a really big butt.
You met Trump recently, is that
I
right?
met Donald Trump at a
Is this a true story?
Yes.
Or is this one of your, he has a farm and a goat comes by? Because I'm not putting up with that shit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I saw Trump. Yeah, Trump. He had a farm. He said, I want you to meet my donkey, he said. And I was like, well, Mr. Trump, I know you're running for president, but tell me more about this here donkey. Well, he says, if you want to see the donkey, you got to first meet my 3 daughters. Now, the first one's shy, the second one's sexy, and the third one has 1 leg. I'm making all of this up.
I know.
But this is exactly what you do.
At the end.
Weirder the voice, the more fun they are to watch. Like Norm MacDonald. I love Norm MacDonald. Great comedian. But he's if you don't know who he is, he's the guy who's the theory. Who needs a punchline when you have the word crack whore? See, I said that. Oh, God, I just said it there, you know?
Is it offensive when I do you to you?
No, you do it. You do
It's
it nice.
exaggerated.
It depends. Like some people.
All my impressions are
Some people like
they
Frank
do?
Caliendo. He he puts a comment in there. He's like,
See, I don't. No, I don't see that.
He's like, well, why you don't need a punchline if you say crack or. Yeah, I'm like, well, that's more of a comment, right? I can do an impression myself. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Hey. That's the
I've never heard you say that.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going
on?
Sounds like you doing an impression of Brewer doing an impression of you.
Hey, Dave Goodman,
Norm has a CD. It's called Norm MacDonald. Ridiculous. It's coming out September 12th. It's a comedy CD, of course. And you got some famous people, a.k.a. friends of yours, to do some bits on there with you. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Some of my friends did it. So it was
Will
fun.
Ferrell, correct?
Yeah, the great Will Ferrell was in it. He was kind enough to do it.
Molly Shannon?
Yes, the great Molly Shannon was in it. She was kind enough. Some of this will be repetitious, though.
Is Tim Meadows great, or is he superb?
Tim Meadows is a real talent.
You got John Lovitz on there?
Yeah.
You ever see that guy play softball, by the way? Speaking of baseball and hats, you ever see him hit the ball?
I've seen him do stand-up. He tried starting stand-up when he was 50.
Really? What about those Subway commercials? That's kind of...
Yeah, it's great. He got a catchphrase for the first time in 18 years.
And what's the catchphrase?
Eat fresh.
Oh, eat fresh. And he gets to wear a bathrobe on TV. I buy Subway sandwiches.
No, he's a really funny guy. He's hysterical.
How long?
Up here? Yeah, no, I listened to that show, actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What did you play tennis with John Lovitz? What is that?
No, I played tennis with John Lovitz. Goes every day to the Beverly Wilshire and well, it's an expensive Beverly Hills hotel. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, the guy there, the coach is Alex Almeida, who's a Peruvian tennis player from old, and he very good. He played, he beat Ron Laver 3 times.
Right.
And so he's 60 or whatever, but a Peruvian 60.
Does that mean he's a young 60 or
yeah,
old 60?
No,
He's a young 60.
Yes, sexy.
Peruvian 60, I like that.
Yeah, Peruvian 60. So you could still imagine him with a lady.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my father when he was 60, it would be hard to imagine.
Yeah.
But a Peruvian, you can imagine. You can easily imagine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because my father, he doesn't know. He'd get you a Casio watch to a lady. That would be his thing. But these guys, they're more champagne on your spine, my darling. It's a whole different thing. Anyways, so it has nothing to do with his way with the ladies, the story. But John Lovitz got lessons from him every single day at this hotel.
Yeah.
So then he told me that he was really good at tennis. So I was like, I could beat you.
You just assume you can beat John Lovitz in anything, right?
Yeah. Because I played tennis 4 times.
Yeah.
I figured that's about what it would take to beat John Lovitz. So I said, yeah, I'll play it, And he goes, you'll never beat me. I play everybody you're talking about. I go, no, I'll play anything you want. So I go to the place, and I'm in my jeans and a leather jacket. I don't have clothes for tennis. I only played 4 times. So I get there, and they give me a club and everything, and a tennis racket. And I know, clearly, I'm going to beat John Lovitz. So we start playing, and, I just keep tinking them over a little bit, the little backspin, near the net, whatever that shot's called. So Lovitz lumbers over, and he can never get to it, And so I just beat him like 6-0 in the first set. So he starts thinking I'm doing something illegal by tinking it over the net.
The backspin backhand or whatever? Yeah.
He's never seen this. He thinks you're supposed to hit it to him.
Oh.
So he starts complaining because he's like, I play Alex and I can beat him. He's talking about beating Alex Almeida, the pro, the tennis
60-year-old Peruvian. Yeah.
He thinks. So I said, well, he goes, I beat him. I play him every day. And I go, well, Lovitz, a tennis pro is one of their big skills is they hit the ball so it will land on your racket.
Right.
So wherever you're standing, the ball is right there.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's not true. Then he was convinced that I could beat Alex Almeida. He said, you've never seen anything like this, Alex. He tinks it over the net. So this is Lovitz. So then I played, and then he wanted to really win, and he kept playing me, and I said, oh, God. So one day I was like, he was getting so angry and everything, so I let him win 1 game.
Yeah.
And then he quit. He retired.
On top.
Yeah, calling himself the champ.
Like John Elway.
Yeah, exactly. He won 1 game. He goes, doesn't matter. So whoever won last. That's what they do in boxing. And I was saying, well, boxing, they do have to defend them, but whatever.
That's funny.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind. Still in line.
What happened the time you and Norm MacDonald played tennis? There's a story that he showed up in a leather jacket and jeans.
Yeah, I know. I know. He tells that story, and I don't know why he's so into it.
Oh, it's a funny visual. It's a funny visual. Him dressed like that.
What he left out is that we're playing, and he I play all the time. He never plays, right? But he can get the ball, but he dinks it back, and he has no rhythm. Anyway, when someone just floats every ball, if you're not used to it, you can't get any rhythm, and it's just hard to play. So he won, but what he left out was after every point, he'd leave the court for a minute and brag to his assistant about how, look what just happened. Then he'd come back 1 point, he'd leave again. I go, Norm, do you want to play? And he just kept leaving. It was very frustrating, and so he won. So then I said to my coach, I go, how do you beat a guy like that? It's so frustrating. The ball's just, and my teacher's guy, Alex Almeida, who's you're into sports. Look him up. He was a champion college player, Wimbledon champion, Rod Laver, Emerson, who won Wimbledon, and he's in the Hall of Fame from Peru. Great guy. So he said, just step in and take it early. And I go, could you beat someone like that? He goes, are you kidding? I'd kill him. So I go, all right, fine. So then we played again, and then I just, I creamed him and I beat him. So also, I wasn't trying as hard the first set because he was, he's not as good. So I'm just taking it easy. But then
and he was wearing jeans and a leather jacket.
Well, he beat you 6-0 the first time, didn't he?
6-0?
No, he wasn't wearing. I don't remember what he was wearing. He didn't beat me 6-0. He's full of crap.
That's what he told him.
So then we played again, and then I beat him quite easily. And he goes, let's play again. I said, no, I don't play you again. Because when I knew he'd want to play after I beat him, last time we played, I beat him, and that's that.
Give us a good league of
he cheats. He cheats, and he's not fun to play with.
Of course.
So he tells this story,
Right. Give us a good league of their own story. Lovitz! Just back off for a second.
Hey, he's being Lovitz. This is what Lovitz does.
I know. This is what he does. Him and Norm, both of them. Give us a good league of their own story.
Joining us now, Robert Duvall, whose new movie, 7 Days in Utopia, is now in theaters. Mr. Duvall, welcome.
Oh, yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, baby. I was telling Kevin earlier, this is how I go to movies. People go, you want to go to a movie? I go, is Robert Duvall in it? They go, yes, I go.
Well, all right, that's okay. If that's what you really mean, that's fine.
I really mean it. And
All
I
right,
consider
good.
you the greatest actor in the world.
Well, thank you very much.
And I wonder, because I always think if somebody is the best, they know it at some level. And also, I know that you're a man of faith and false modesty is a sin. And I was wondering, do you consider yourself the greatest actor in the world?
I think I can hold my own with a lot of people. So I don't know if there's one person that's the greatest. Some people say Daniel Day-Lewis is the best. He's improved. I didn't used to like him. I like him a lot now. But there's a group that are very good. So I don't know if anybody's the best.
Well, here's how I am with acting. I have a lot of problems with acting because I have trouble suspending my disbelief. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times when I'm watching an actor, I can see him acting. Like I'm going, oh, that guy's acting.
Right.
I don't see that with you. Never.
Well, you try to keep it invisible. You try to take it back to just the basic premise of I talk, you listen, I talk, to keep it that simple between the words action and cut. If you're doing film, so you try to keep it as simple as possible. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, an actor, well, let's say a guy is always himself, you know what I mean? Like a guy like John Wayne or something like that.
He could be very good.
Him, I believe, because there's no disconnect between what I see when he's interviewed and what I see. But you, on the other hand, are different in every role.
Well, you still got to bring yourself underneath. There's only one you, right?
Right, that's true, yeah.
So you can't really become something that you're not. You create the illusion of something else, but it's you underneath. You got one set of emotions, one psyche, one everything. So you have to know how to use yourself to bend it or whatever to make it seem like it's something else.
Now, I've noticed in your body of work, obviously talking to you, you're an incredibly literate person and a very thinking person. And I met you one time. I'll tell you this. I met you one time at Saturday Night Live. Garth Brooks was the host, and you came in.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I was very excited because you were going to do I don't know if you remember this, you were going to do a song.
Yeah.
And you didn't do it, and I was very sad about that. But I was so, I wanted to meet you so bad, and then I met you and I talked to you, and I had all these questions for you. And then you started talking to me and asking me questions. And you were looking at me very deeply and asking me, because I come from a rural farm area in Canada, and you were asking me about ranchers and stuff like that. And I don't know if you did that to deflect my questions or if you do that to study people and steal their soul.
I don't know. What part? Where are you from? From what part of Canada?
So you're doing it right now. I'm from rural Alberta.
I love Alberta. That's the only part of Canada I really like.
Oh, really?
I love Alberta. The ranch people up there, the Buse family. Yeah. It's good people up there. Great people. Yeah.
And that brings me to you. You often portray the common man. Is that something that you're not Southern, but you've played a lot of Southern characters?
Well, my dad's from Virginia, and that's the beginning of the South, so I feel comfortable, I like the Southeast Conference Football League, and I feel okay in the South, even though, I'm in Texas, too. Some of my mother's people are from Texas, which is below the Mason-Dixon line, so to speak,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to portray the common man, except, when I played, one of my favorite parts was when I played Joseph Stalin. He wasn't he was common, but not so common,
So you don't mind playing a guy that you have to figure out the good part of him or something?
No, each part's a challenge, so, you go with what you have to do, research or whatever, and just jump in and do it,
Now, Kevin Farley has a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever been you've done some big movies with big actors. Was it ever hard? Like, did you get nervous, and how do you deal with your nerves? When you have to really bring your game, your A game, and and that could, like, say, The Godfather with the scenes with Brando or anything like that. Were you ever really nervous where you had trouble like controlling your nerves? Where you're like, oh gosh.
Yeah, well, the last job I did, it was the most nervous I've ever got in my career. I worked with Billy Bob Thornton. I call him the hillbilly Orson Welles. The guy's brilliant, and we did an interesting movie. And the night before, I had to do a scene, and it worked, but I was so frightened. I had to do a guy that his grandson slips LSD in his iced tea.
Wow.
And I had to, like, unbeknownst, I had to. So I did. I think that intense fear helped propel me into the scene and make it work in a strange way.
Yeah.
Because it was a very demanding scene, but it worked. It worked, and Billy doesn't care if you change things. Some of these directors you can't change to air.
Yeah.
But a guy like Billy, he leaves it open, even though the writing is brilliant. What he's done, he lets you come up with stuff at the moment, which is very admirable. I think.
Yeah. It is interesting that you bring up Billy Bob Thornton because I agree with you. When I saw Sling Blade, I was like, this guy is exactly what you said. I said, this guy's Orson Welles. How did he do
absolutely.
this?
He's up there with Coppola or Altman or any of them for me. Yeah.
But then he stopped.
Well, he stopped, and he has a country band. He goes around. So I sent a message to him, do you sing as good as Lefty Frizzell, knowing the answer, I guess he sings okay. I don't know, but, he's got to get back to his A game because the guy, he wrote, directed, and acted, and he's on a high level in all those aspects.
Well, can I ask you a question? Because you were in the Sling Blade. You played his dad.
Yeah.
This may be I don't know if you want to answer this question or not, but you're an honest guy, right?
Sometimes. Yeah.
You go on Sling Blade.
Yeah.
You're watching that. Does that character he did in Sling Blade remind you of a character you may have done 30 years ago?
Well, yeah, that's what Horton Foote thought, maybe. You're talking about Tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's what Horton Foote thought maybe he was doing me, but I don't think so. I don't know if he ever even saw that. But not really, maybe a little bit. They could have been cousins, so to speak, yeah. But when I did it with Billy Bob, there was no script. He just rolled the camera and we improvised.
Is that right?
Was it.
Wow.
So, he's great to work with, and he's got some more things he's going to do, and he's great.
You have an incredible taste in the choices you make, right? You must put thought into this.
Do what now?
Are you a literary person?
Well, somewhat. I read. What I want to read. I'm reading a lot of stuff on the Comanche Indians now because a friend of mine may direct Empire of the Summer Moon, that terrific script on.
Oh yeah.
I guess I may be wrong, but Horton Foote once said people don't know what goes on beyond the South Jersey Shore from New York. Necessarily, right. And I think that I don't know what I saw of The Searchers. It may be a great movie by John Ford, but what I saw, I got to watch the whole thing. I found some of it corny, melodramatic.
You found some of The Searchers corny?
Yes, absolutely.
Which parts?
Absolutely. Please come home. Please come back. And this book deals with the real thing of that woman that was captured by by the Comanches.
Sure.
And, but if you criticize, a friend of mine once said, if you criticize John Ford, like I got this great icon from Hollywood, it's like attacking motherhood.
Yeah.
But there's some of those old guys, like when I did True Grit, that was one of the worst directors I ever worked with in my life, Henry Hathaway.
Yeah.
One of the worst. Some of those old guys were like tyrants,
Yeah.
The opposite of Billy Bob.
Right.
Yeah. And I remember you saying one time that I found interesting that you either like the new kind of acting or the old kind of acting, and you don't like the old kind of acting.
Well, a guy like Spencer Tracy, for the most part, was terrific. Of course, when he did Old Man in the Sea, the Communist daily newspaper in Havana, Cuba, blasted him, saying that here's a Anglo-Saxon trying to play a Cuban, but actually, when he was right, like Bad Dad, Black Rock, he was wonderful. But I think that the young actors today are better than ever.
You do.
Yeah. Absolutely. You go in each country. Look at the African Americans, the black actors we have now that never could act before. Before it was like Uncle Tom time.
Yeah.
Wonderful black actors, Spanish actors, guys in Argentina I know, wonderful actors, Spain, England. it's open to all now. It's an in medium that's open to all. So I think, I mean, there's good and bad still, but I think overall the young actors, the bar's been raised. Maybe those who went before, we helped them find that that aspect of it all. But no, I really think that it's open for all, and there's still bad work, obviously, and bad movies, but some of the young actors are wonderful.
Well, tell us about this young actor that you're working with in 7 Days.
He's as good as they get. He's terrific. Lucas Black. He's a scratch golfer.
Wow.
It's the only movie ever where the lead actor can hit the ball, really.
Yeah,
and he's
no,
a terrific
that's true.
guy. In between takes, he said, I will challenge the world champion turkey caller and beat him. He does these phenomenal animal calls because he grew up with nature, fishing in the backwoods of Alabama,
Wow.
But he's a terrific kid, and when we did the movie, it was wonderful to go work in Texas with just great people down in that hill country, and Lou Waters and his family, and Ken Herford and the golf pro Stan. All these wonderful people welcomed us, and it was great working with. That's the reason. One of the reasons I took it to work with Lucas.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to love it because I love. I don't think you love golf, but I love golf.
Well, I like it okay. It just takes too much time.
Yeah, it's a long time.
It does.
And my good friend Jimmy Kahn's always out playing, but I'm afraid to ask him his handicap because I know he'll exaggerate.
Yeah, a lot of golfers lie. I read a thing once in Golf Digest. They went out because it's very, a lot of integrity of real golfers, and it was.
Yeah, well, I've heard of guys picking up the ball when you're not looking and throwing it another 100 feet.
Yeah.
Or on the scorecard, I guess it's easier to cheat consciously and unconsciously,
Sure. My second favorite golfer behind Tiger is in your movie, KJ Choi.
Oh, he's terrific. Yeah.
Was he a cool guy?
Yeah, I didn't get to know him, but they say he is. Yeah, he played a villain, but he's supposed to be a terrific and really a nice guy, So yeah, it was interesting working with those guys. I love working in Texas.
Yeah. We should talk about Lonesome Dove because that's
my favorite part.
That's your favorite part ever?
Yeah, ever.
Real,
Yeah.
Not Tender Mercies?
No, ever. No. I said let the English play Hamlet and King Lear. I'll play Augustus McCrae.
What's interesting? I just thought of this, but you, in many, like we were talking about Tomorrow, Boo Radley, obviously, you played.
Horton Foote, the great writer. Yeah, my friend. It was wonderful, man.
And so many of these parts that you played were very, is the word taciturn? People that don't speak is that a word?
Yes.
I don't know if that's a word. But you don't speak a lot, and in Tomorrow, you virtually don't speak at all.
Well, when I did, I saw a guy in southern Missouri who wants to talk like a cow. So that's the way I kind of did it. We did it as a stage play first for 25 performances at Herbert Berghoff's studio in New York City, and then we did the movie afterwards,
Yeah.
It was like a complete experience.
But it just occurred to me since you played these characters before Lonesome Dove that were very non-verbose, that maybe Call would be the guy that you would play.
Well, that's what McMurtry still says that I should have played Call. He wrote it. He's absolutely out to lunch on that.
You mean after the movie?
My ex-wife said to me, I read a novel I like better than Dostoevsky. Don't let them talk you into playing Call. You got to play this other guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I really.
So even after the miniseries, McMurtry thought you were miscast.
Yeah, well, that shows you where his head is.
Well, can we come back? Can you stay for another thing? Because I wanted to talk about faith with you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. We'll talk about a little faith. Come on, let's do that.
That'd be cool, baby. All right, we'll be back with the greatest actor in the world by my standard and by his own, self-admitted. I wanted to talk about country music because I love country music, and I know Robert Duvall.
Oh yeah, I
loves
like
country
it. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we actually have a common friend, Billy Joe Shaver, who I love.
Oh, Billy Joe, you know, my wife made a wonderful documentary on him.
I saw it. It was awesome.
Oh, he was so natural in front of the camera. When I put him in the Apostle way back the second day, he came out and said, "Hell, I got this deal licked," he said.
Now listen, if there's a guy whose life story should be made into a movie, isn't it that guy?
I think so. Chris Christopherson once said, "If life was a television show, Billy Joe Shavers come on every morning at 4 a.m."
I want to ask you this, Mr. Duvall, because I want to, since we were talking about country music and Billy Joe Shaver and stuff, when I talk to Billy Joe Shaver, this is what I love about country music, and I talk to him about writing a lot. Right. And he says that the hardest thing about it is taking very big ideas and putting them in very small writing, very pithy writing, not to be over. And it strikes me that your acting is like that, like a lot of the things that you do, like in Tender Mercies, which I loved, you don't speak a lot.
Right. Yeah. So now what's the question?
The question is that why you love country music?
No, I just like country music because I've always listened to my brothers sang opera and they were classically trained, and I always just loved country music. That's what, I loved it.
Now, I suppose you'd say that's corny, too. You seem to say everything's corny.
Well, no. There's a legitimate sense of melodrama. I mean, you find that in Shakespeare. Melodrama can be very valid, things that seem melodramatic,
Right, because I'm always defending country music, because people say to me, like, oh, country music, it's just about, your dog dying, you're losing your truck, and you...
Right, play it all backwards.
Yeah, but I go, that's life. That's what life is.
Yeah, but the point is, I took my wife to her first opera here in Washington, D.C., where they played they put the subtitles up there, what they were singing in Italian. It was far cornier and simplistic than any country song I ever heard.
So your country musicians you like, Lefty Frizzell, you said?
Yeah, well, I love Merle Haggard, but there's so many I like. I like Bobby Bare. I loved Waylon Jennings and Johnny Cash. They died too young, these guys.
Yeah.
Well, Waylon Jennings, he was the greatest. It's interesting you mentioned...
Tammy Wynette was wonderful. She was a wonderful lady.
Yeah, you like lady singers?
Talking about it. Yeah.
What about... It's interesting you bring up Merle Haggard, because I might be way off base, but when I saw Tender Mercies, I'm like, oh, he's doing Merle.
Well, that's what somebody thought. That's what Willie Nelson asked me if I was aping Merle Haggard. I said, well, I love him. I don't know if I was aping him or not, but maybe, and then George Jones said it was his life story, which it wasn't. So I don't know. But speaking of faith-based, real quick, Billy Joe Shavers, he lost his son, his mother, and his wife, who he married 3 times. He lost them. They died all in 1 year.
It was incredible. It was like Job.
Yeah, I said, Billy Joe, how'd you get through this? He pointed to his chest and said, Jesus Christ. Now, you can't say that in New York City. Up north, you don't do that. But down there in the south, of those guys, they're pretty inundated in the philosophy and beliefs of Jesus Christ. So that's what he said to me at one point, Billy Joe.
Yeah, they're not afraid to say it. And you're right. If you say it like I live in Los Angeles, if you say such a thing, people will look at you like you're saying you have Down syndrome or something.
Yeah, well, who's the writer from Alabama? Also, he wrote a book all over but the shouting. I forget his name. He wrote for the New York, one of the New York papers. I forget the guy's name right now. He brought that up out in the South. You do that, and then once you get above the Mason-Dixon line, sometimes it's difficult to bring up Jesus or anybody like that because they look at you like you're a square or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they look at you like they reduced him to a silly character.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And I'm sure that must have been your motive in writing and directing and starring in The Apostle. Obviously.
Yeah, it took me many years to get it off the ground. I had to use my own money and everything. Had I done it in Hollywood, they would have never done it correctly. They would have paid me big time, patronized the subject, patronized certain regions in America. When I did it, I put up my own money. I got my money back plus change, and that was it. But I got great satisfaction in doing it.
Yeah.
Because I got from both ends. I heard that the great preacher, from Billy Graham liked it. And then I got a wonderful letter from Marlon Brando saying he liked it. So I got it from the secular and the religious.
That's great. That's
Both
fantastic.
You got it from both
because
sides.
you, what was the name of the character?
Sonny. Sonny Dewey. I wanted to use my mother's maiden name, but that was the name of some preacher, so I didn't want to get a lawsuit. So his Sonny Dewey. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that movie really struck me because I grew up in rural Canada in a very, very small town, and the preachers would come and we would go and listen to them.
Yeah, there's some of those preachers up there in Canada. I actually went to some. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're a little different from the guys. I'm on the devil's hit list.
Well, we never had the Southern Baptists, but we would have the famous people from the United States come, and you could tell. I could at a young age who were the real guy. Now I don't know. I can't look into a man's heart, but some of them seemed fake. Like for instance, I saw Jim Baker. He seemed like a complete fake.
Well, he could be. Yeah, a lot of those guys. Yeah.
But I tell you, I saw Jimmy Swaggart, and I thought that's a real guy. And even when he did his apology on TV, that seemed authentic to me.
Yeah, but he does like he's minimized his crocodile tears since then. He's very talented.
You think those were crocodile tears?
Yeah. Billy, his cousin, who's his cousin?
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah, he said we work different sides of the street. That's what.
Really? So you think?
But the country singer, what's his name? The guy from Nova Scotia.
Hank Snow.
Hank Snow. Well, his son was a Pentecostal preacher. He was one of the first guys I saw doing my research. Jimmy Snow. Has a church down there. But what happened was Lefty Frizzell's wife went to his church, so he knew Lefty was around her, and he was a drunk and this and that. He says, God told me to tell you to leave Lefty. And Lefty called him up and said, well, God told me to tell you I'm going to come over there and whip your ass.
What were you raised?
Anyway.
What were you raised, Robert?
Oh, I was just a Protestant family.
Okay.
Mainly. Yeah. My dad was different. Yeah.
Kevin, you're Catholic.
Irish Catholic.
Yeah. So I was raised Protestant. That's a little more. Catholic's a little more ritual.
A lot of rituals.
Protestant's a little more. I don't know if it's a little more visceral, direct. Maybe.
Yeah. Don't get my wife started. She comes out of a Catholic family in Argentina where the Jesuits ruled. But we won't get into that.
Yeah. When did you get married?
Pardon?
How old were you when you married your latest wife?
Oh, I was old. When I met my father-in-law, I said, I don't know whether to call you a father or son, he said.
It's amazing.
And then I told Wilford Brimley. Wilford, he's a character, that guy. He was a Jack Mormon. He was a bodyguard for Howard Hughes. He sings jazz with a band. He's a very interesting guy, Wilford Brimley. When I came up, I said, Wilford, I got this young woman that's much younger than me. Everybody thinks she's too young, this and that. He said, let me tell you something, my friend. The worst thing in the world for an old man is an old woman.
That's great.
Now you do have people. You have a much wider interest than most actors, right? Most actors, I think, hang out with other actors or whatever, or go to parties or whatever.
That's okay. I like a good Hollywood party when I'm out there. We live in Virginia, actually.
Yeah.
My wife's from Argentina, but she says Virginia for her is the last station before heaven.
Oh, that's nice.
She loves it here. And, I love Texas, but we like living in Virginia at the moment,
Yeah.
And how do you keep up with a young lady like that?
Oh, well, I don't know. She keeps me going. She looks after me well.
Here's what I was telling Kevin during the break. I was saying, you're 80 years old, right, sir?
Yeah, I'm 80 years old, right.
Now I see you when you're interviewed. You don't look 80 at all. You're powerful and you talk, but then you can do parts like I saw. I remember in Convicts. That's where I thought you looked the oldest.
Yeah,
you looked like a real 80-year-old guy.
Well, that was another Horton Foote script, and the director of Tender Mercies, who did not direct that, liked that movie so much he gave it as Christmas presents to his friends. That was a nice film that a lot of people didn't see.
Oh, that was
a beautiful movie. I had a wonderful career of 4 or 5 movies with Horton Foote, and then I had also with Coppola. And had I never done anything but those two guys' works, it would have been a wonderful mini career for me. There were two wonderful, talented people that gave me great parts and everything. But it was great working with Horton. You know, how many people you have a friend for 50 years, for God's sake?
Oh, that's nice.
That's
And then the movie of Get Low that I did, it was so. I love that movie. My wife loved it so much. I wanted Horton to see that before he died because it reminded me of his work. But then he died before it came out.
Oh.
And when I was doing the final speech for the audience, my wife was off camera and she got a telephone message that Horton had just died.
Oh.
When I was doing that speech about death.
Yeah.
Wow.
So ironic. It was like full circle from To Kill a Mockingbird. You know.
Yeah.
And that's also interesting that you were doing the speech in Get Low, and in Tomorrow, you in the last scene were in a coffin.
Yeah, well, yeah. Also in the coffin yeah. Well, you mean in the Convicts? I was in a coffin.
In Convicts, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
So who did Convicts?
Who directed that? Pete Masters, and that was Horton's first cousin. Yeah.
Oh wow! That was an amazing movie, and that was a character that was, I guess he had dementia.
Yeah. I played him like one of my uncles moved to Texas from Virginia, and I sat on a grave. Whose grave am I sitting on here? and I made that up. Horton would sit under the cameras. He'd write. I say, Horton, could I try a little, change a little? Go ahead, Bobby. That's okay. Then he'd watch it. They say cut. He'd go back to writing something else. But he didn't mind if he changed a little something. You know, not so much the text, but he was great to work with, Horton. He was really an actor's friend and ally. Some of these directors you work with are an actor's enemy.
Yeah.
Well, Tender Mercies was the best movie ever, but I remember a line in Tomorrow that was so cool. I just remember it now. I'm going to screw it up, but it was when they come and take the boy from you.
Yes.
And you say, do you remember the line?
Once you refresh my memory, it's been a long time.
You say, I expected it. I reckon that's why it took me by surprise.
Yeah, I think that was scripted, though. Yeah, with Horton. Wonderful line. I wouldn't see that movie for a year. I was so ticked off at the producers and everybody. They cut a scene where I ride on my mule 30 miles to see that son when he's grown up. I say his name, he doesn't recognize me. I take off my hat to see if he'll recognize me. Then he doesn't, and I get in my mule and ride and go back home 30 miles.
Wow.
And I had a great moment. One of those moments I got so emotional I couldn't even speak. And they cut the scene.
Oh, that is interesting because in that movie it is a little choppy at both ends.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I won't go into the reasons why that could be, but but overall it was a good experience, and it's always great. It was great working with Horton.
Do you have other scenes that have been cut that you wish were not?
Yeah, probably. I can't think of any right now. Let's hope Billy Bob doesn't cut any of mine from this.
Well, I'm glad to hear that Billy Bob is directing.
Was the most unique script I've probably ever read. The one, Jane Mansfield's Car is the name of it. Billy Bob.
Wow.
Script. Yeah. And the people, he sent the script to the same people that financially backed 7 Days in Utopia. He never heard from them because a lot of the preachers will not come see this movie. Of course, if they come, they might like it underneath. See, but, it is so secular but so accurate.
Yeah,
you can't. Like a guy called in, a faith-based station called in when we were doing publicity, and he brought up the fact that in the Old Testament there's a lot of R rating.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so it's the secular and as long as it's done accurately and beautifully, it can be a little shocking to some people. But as long as it's done well, as Billy Bob has done, I think in this movie, then it becomes a valid statement of filmmaking.
Right.
When you do a movie, since Gus McCrae was such an incredibly fully realized character and so great, then when you do Broken Trail or Open Range or anything like that, do you have to try not to go into that, or is it you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean go into it?
Well, is it a tough thing to try to match that because they're similar characters?
Well, similar to a point. Yeah, they are. I actually feel that if you looked at Broken Trail in its entirety, I think it was better made than Lonesome Dove.
Really?
I mean, Lonesome Dove's my bad, but it's right up there, and and somebody said, you know, this and that. It's not a faith-based movie, but it's a wonderful movie in that these guys saved 5 Chinese girls from servitude and prostitution. You know, the original script, and it was really nice to make. But you know, like with Lonesome Dove, you get 7 hours to develop a character. And a lot of actors won't do TV because you do TV in your career and you try to get out of it to get into features. But then once you get a certain leverage, you'll go back to do something like Lonesome Dove or Stalin, in television. And television can be great.
Yeah.
Still action and cut. I mean, you're playing characters. So, but you do have sometimes more time to develop a character.
And you know, westerns are my favorite movies. They always go like westerns are dead, and then a western.
No, they're not dead. People say that, but people always look for them, and they're always doing them. There's a flux of a bunch coming back for TV now and everything.
There was a great western a couple years ago about with a big long title. Remember that movie, Kevin? The Coward.
The Coward.
Jesse James and the Coward.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was interesting.
Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I thought it was well done. Yeah,
I thought that was amazing, and they had no music.
The guy did good playing Bob Ford, but Lucas Black would have been terrific too. Boy, he would have been great playing that part.
Yeah.
No, I like some of what Brad Pitt does. Did you ever see him do the movie Snatch?
Oh yeah.
He was fantastic. He was fantastic playing that gypsy. Because I know a little. I directed a movie once called Angelo, My Love, where I only used one professional actor, and all the rest of the actors were American gypsies, and they were terrific natural actors. But you know, Brad Pitt, I think, went up to Northern Ireland and picked up that lingo. It was terrific.
Well, thanks a lot, Mr. Duvall, for all your time. You're awesome.
Thank you, Mr. Duvall.
And say hello to Dennis Miller and tell him next time I expect to talk to him.
What the?
Dennis Miller Show.
Some women who are tall get a little self-conscious around guys. They feel like who are smaller, they have to crouch and slouch to make them feel more comfortable. Is that?
I think that my natural posture is something closer to a Mr. Burns, and that I have to fight.
You're like Mr. on The Simpsons. You're like
one of these.
Yes,
I've seen candid photos of me,
right.
just the beautiful line of his back. So I have to really.
This fella wrote many of them Simpsons.
I know. I'm. Sort of in love.
What? What? What's that?
Well, no, I just my prerequisite for any relationship is that the person that I date has to love The Simpsons as much as I do. I just don't think I could ever really love someone if they didn't truly love The Simpsons.
Yes. You guys should get married and go on a honeymoon too.
I don't even know anymore. That's a hologram of Norm MacDonald.
I'm just saying, get the tin cans in the back of that Buick and off you go.
Are you an old gold prospector now? You know, we're gonna make this happen. So, I told that you like to make unusual craft projects, and I heard about this, and I thought I've got to ask you about it because you know, and you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but it seems so unusual. I see you; you're such a beautiful woman, and then I heard about this craft project that seeed a little unusual.
I was living in Texas for a little while, and I started collecting owl pellets. And for anyone who doesn't know, when an owl eats a field mouse or a rodent, it eats it, digests all of the edible parts, and then regurgitates a pellet, which is all the bones, all the undigestible matter. And I collect those and harvest the bones, and then make magical creatures out of them.
Well, that's fine with me about that owl. I don't give a hoot.
I don't think you should.
I think
be
you should
on a
host
talk show.
Yeah.
You should be writing liquor store greeting cards.
Found some roadkill on the side of the road one day and was looking up how to dissolve the meat in the way that would be least odious to my landlord and neighbors. And I discovered that was also one of the early indicators of Jeffrey Dahmer's psychopathy. So it is a serial killer.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I love that she rents.
I know.
You're doing this in a rental.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this. Did you ever toss a prostitute off a bridge?
What's the punchline?
I was just saying I heard that was a sign of being a serial killer.
Okay. You're the worst guy I've ever met. And I mean that in a nice way.
What about, do you believe that Jeffrey Dahmer should have been broomstick raped to death?
Oh my God, Norm. Well, he was killed.
Well, that's how he died.
That's how he died?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was like that way.
No. I mean, in prison. The country didn't do it.
No.
No, I didn't know he died like that. I
Yeah,
thought
I have no
just
problem with that.
cut his head off or something.
Oh, yeah. Why not? You have no problem with that?
No.
No, he's trying to be tough guy, Mr. Tough Guy.
You wouldn't want to get like a guy like Jeffrey Dahmer or something like that. I mean, you don't know anybody who might eat you at lunchtime, but that was his name, right? Jeffrey Dahmer?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, got killed by a broomstick raped to death.
Really? That's
They say
smart.
it's one of the worst ways to go.
Yeah, exactly. That's on the list of the 1,000 ways. Yeah,
they say drowning is very peaceful. Broomstick rape.
Not good.
McDonald makes me laugh. I know everybody. You
Norm makes me laugh hard.
Dude, he does. Hold on, I'll tell you a thing about Norm.
Hard.
So he did this thing one time. He gets up to go from one room into another room, right? He stops at the doorway and he's like, what is this? What is this? He's like banging on the door, like just the doorway. He's like, what is like a portal to like another? What is this? And he's literally asking the people in the room, right? What do you call this thing? It's like a portal to what? How do you just go through? Where am I? And he was just talking about a doorway, but it was so.
He makes anything funny.
Yeah,
I remember it was me, him. He came to. I think he was doing a show with Spade in Irvine, and I went to go watch, and he came. We went like by the dumpster afterwards, and it was me, him.
Oh, I know what you're talking about outside.
Yeah.
There's that little outside area where you park. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was. There was one other person there. I don't remember who was there. So he said, "Hey, bro, you want to get stoned?" I went, "Nah, man." I stopped. He goes, "What? Jesus Christ! Fucking guy from Half Baked. You can't fucking stop getting high. The fuck you dying about?" He was so angry that I didn't want to get high. He was so pissed.
He was genuinely pissed.
The fuck is that? Who the fucking brewery? You fucking get high. Jesus Christ! The fuck is what? You joining my guy? Jesus Christ, bro! What the fuck? He was so. He gonna judge me now? And no. I stopped for a while, man.
Like
That's
I
all.
smoked it all.
I did everything.
I smoked as much as I
I
could.
beat the shit out of marijuana.
Yeah, dude.
Hard.
Yeah, I think
For
you
what?
won.
One hitters. I was crushing it. I'm meeting Vaughn years before, talking about punching elephants in the nuts. Been there, done that.
I did it. Yeah, dude. He one time I had to open up for him this was at a casino. We were doing like a casino gig in Shawnee, Oklahoma.
Wow.
And Cherokee Creek Casino, I think. And it could have, I don't know, this cool lady that I think maybe tried to make love to somebody, but she also helped us get the gig. And Norm was fucked up. I think that when he went on after me, and like I don't even think for the first 7 minutes I don't even think he said anything, right? But the crazy part was the next day we had to play cards too the next day. You had to like be there for the weekend, you know. So we go to the card tables and Norm's like, man, there's a lot of good pussy in here. And I don't know him really well. So I'm looking around this room, bro. There is zero attractive women, right? There's zero attractive men, okay?
Right.
So it's not, even if you wanted some
It's a
ass pussy,
casino.
there's nothing. Yeah, it's a casino. And it's a gambling game. It's poker.
Yeah.
5-card poker, you know? So... And I'm just thinking, well, I guess I just agree with him. You know, he's getting older, and you know, maybe he has a different perception of what's attractive. And I'm like, yeah, man, there sure is. He goes, fuck no, there isn't. Like he had played me, you know, like he's like, this is the ugliest batch of people I've ever seen.
This is what I get. I do a perfect you. I go, all right, let's hear it. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I can do an impression of myself.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Hey. That's the
I've never heard you say that.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Hey.
Sounds like you doing an impression of Brewer doing an impression of you.
Hey, Dave Jackman, yeah.
was talking about him the other night. No, I was there for one of the greatest Norm moments in comedy history. I think he was kicked. He was kicked out of Nebraska.
That sounds realistic.
And you can maybe look it up later. Where it says Norm MacDonald was kicked out of the state by the governor, and he went on Letterman to talk about it. And I want to say it was like 1996 because I just finished my first year at SNL. It was 95, so it was the summer of 96. And I remember going on tour. There you go. You saw it. Go down. Yeah, kicked out of Iowa. That's me talking about it.
Okay.
But anyway.
Should we look on a video or should we look at a story?
Don't look at that. I want to see the real. There has to be a headline.
How Norm MacDonald got kicked out of Iowa?
Yes.
Okay.
Gazette. There you go. Okay. All right. So many were disgusted. Some were delighted. So he's supposed, now you understand something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time me touring with a star.
Okay.
We go to the airport and people are like, oh my God, you're Norm MacDonald. Like, wow, this is everywhere we went. Oh my God, you're Norm MacDonald. We show up at the university. He's like, I got to go golfing with the fucking governor tomorrow. They want me to fucking golf. Fucking governor.
Yeah, what is that game where you fucking hit the
right?
thing?
So I'm like, he's with a governor. This is huge. Who gets to say that? So it's me, Daryl Hammond, and him.
And you both of you guys went?
We're on the gig.
Okay.
We're going out. He's telling us.
Daryl Hammond, yes.
And so we get to the gig, and is packed. And they go, now listen, there's kids here, and there's students and alum and the dean and all these people here. So
that's the worst.
they're like, yeah, clean. I get it. No worries. I go, we're in Sunny Lake. He goes, that's why we got you guys, because you're used to live TV. Blah, blah. So Daryl goes up first, does his 20 minutes, does impressions, does his comedy. Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I go up, do my 20, feel great, crush it. Norm goes up. I'm not even exaggerating. The first thing he says, he goes up, he goes, it's like, I'm preparing. I'm like, this is going to launch my career. Are you kidding me? This is going to be huge. I'm going to be all. He goes, fucking, where the fuck are we? First person to even curse. Right? I went, oh, shit, he cursed. And he goes, so if you're gay, would you rather be the ass guy or the dick guy? This is what he starts off with. So I go, Daryl, you gotta come see this. And he's going, and he won't stop. He's like,
Daryl's just being depressed in the back.
Because if you're the ass guy, why do you want to be the ass guy? I don't know. First of all, he's going on. People are grabbing their kids, running up the aisle. I never saw a place clear out. It looked like a fire alarm was going off. But the college students were staying, and they were howling with laughter. And one thing, and then in the middle, after about 15 minutes, he goes, Jesus Christ, what do you want? Fucking airplane jokes? You want fucking 7-Eleven jokes? Jesus Christ, fuck out of here. So the next day, in the paper, USA Today or the Gazette, they're like, Norm MacDonald's out.
Wow.
Governor wants him out of the state.
Governor wants him.
Get out of my state. But to witness that was...
One time I was hosting, and there was 3 guys.
I've never hosted. How many times have you hosted?
Just one time. It was a mistake.
Did it not go well?
It was all right.
Did you do Update?
No.
You didn't even do Update?
It was right after I got fired from Update. I thought it'd be funnier back then. But anyways, so there were three guys doing music, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know music, I just know old music. Like, again, Lauren would go, who do you like? And I go, you like this guy,
Bobby Goldsboro?
Yeah, Bobby Goldsboro. Eddie Cantor, is he around? And Lauren go, you've got to go, you know. So
who'd they have on? Very hip.
So they
young
had
kids.
hip guys that everyone else knew except me. It was Snoop Dogg. He just changed his name, and he was angry because I kept getting it wrong. He used to be Snoop Doggy Dogg. It was Snoop Dogg and Eminem and Dr. Dre.
That's a pretty heavy lineup.
Yeah,
though.
but to me it was 2 black guys and a white guy. So I go to introduce them.
You're beautiful.
And they were all
just
standing.
trying to get this into the barn. Don't go black white on.
They were all standing under. They were all standing like in
I'm out
rap.
there with Francis Farmer.
They
You're
were
about to
stand-
go up and take me with you.
They were standing in rap positions, as you know, like against. And I'm about to introduce them, so they're standing in that rap position where
Yeah.
it looks like they'll either start singing rap or pull a gun and kill you. So then I go, as a joke, I look at them because I remember this is kind of a Letterman-y thing to do, but I go, fellas, are you ready? Are you ready? Which forces them to go shake their heads slightly. Even though they're in this crazy dangerous
All posed up.
all posed up. So I thought that was funny. But then I learned later they were geniuses and I should have befriended them rather than... I was just talking to Dre backstage. I don't know if he's a real doctor, but he did prescribe me some stuff. So I don't know. Hey, Gus.
Some days we get closer. Things that we never really needed. Promises that we never thought of keeping safe. I guess it's never over if we know how to break away.
Okay, folks, before we continue, I have an announcement from the management. Would the owner of a Glock 9 with the inscription, "Too Puffy with Love," please pick up your gun? It's at the hospitality suite. Action star Jean-Claude Van Damme will join the French Foreign Legion. In the film, Van Damme is a playboy in 1920s Paris who flees a mob boss after falling in love with the man's mistress. Also, although it doesn't say anything here about it, I'll bet there's plenty of kicking.
Sports, you know?
You like sports?
I love sports. I love, do you ever see kickboxing?
I've heard about kickboxing and stuff. I've never actually gone to a kickboxing.
It's a great sport. The idea is it combines the style and grace of boxing, right, with kicking.
Man, I love sports, man. You can see sports on ESPN you don't see on other networks. You know, like kickboxing. That's my favorite sport. Kickboxing is great. When you think about it, it combines the style and grace of boxing with kicking.
If you like kickboxing, I'll tell you the best kickboxing movie around. What's that? Kickboxer. It's the best one. It's the best one to see, right? Best one of all. Well, I'm glad you... bad one. You know what the worst one is? What's that? Kickboxer 2. That's the worst. It's great. It's a great movie, but it's just the worst one.
Remember, he had a joke I loved early on about kickboxing. It's like, remember he said kickboxing combines all the grace and finesse of boxing with kicking. I just was like, he had this, the way he would just punch it and reduce it to its absolute, most absurd, and you did picture like kicking. Just what sounds lamer than a guy kicking somebody?
Yeah.
It's-
So, how'd the big fight with those fraternity guys turn out?
We kicked their ass. I was punching one guy and I was kicking this other guy. I threw this one dude right through a plate glass window.
Really?
Yeah, well, sort of, except the exact opposite.
Don't you think it's kind of silly for grown men to fight?
What, are you kidding? Did you ever see that movie Kickboxer? They're all grown men.
I'm used to say goodbye, nothing new to me. Baby, I'm trying to survive, and I know that you believe in a world with happy endings. So tired of pretending.
Norm, I'm sleeping with your wife.
You son of a bitch, motherfucker! Huh? You sleep with my fucking wife? You son of a bitch cocksucker! You're my best fucking friend, Adam! God damn you, motherfucker! I'll fucking kill you! You sleep with, that's what you were doing on fucking Friday night, were you?
But, look, I know it's wrong to objectify women. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But in our sexual fantasies, I think we do, as men, objectify women, don't we? I always think of Adele, like down on her hands and knees with an apple in her mouth.
So, but that's better?
Better than what?
That's objectifying her.
Yes, I'm saying I think we do that as men.
Okay.
We objectify women, don't we?
Yeah.
What? Don't we? This Lindsay Lohan can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town.
That one I liked. That was my favorite. I'm keeping this.
That is a favorite? Did you write this?
I didn't write that one. No,
Read that one. The guy who did the voice of Charlie Brown, he was arrested for stalking his girlfriend this week. He also said the next time Lucy grabs away the football, he's going to cut that bitch. A Swedish Bond girl, Britt Eklund, told Piers Morgan this week that she was seduced by Warren Beatty after the legendary Lothario took her to an X-rated movie for their first date. This is what I have to say about that. Hey, Warren, stop stealing my moves.
That's my favorite this week.
Tomorrow is National Secretary's Day.
Which is true.
Is that right? I plan on getting my secretary the same thing I always do. A big fat goosing.
Remember the good old days back when MILF stood for mentally ill ladies I'd like to fuck? That's right.
But I
Well, listen to this. Catherine Zeta-Jones admitted she is bipolar. Half the time, she's deliriously happy, and the other time, she has to suck an old man's cock. That's dirty. Come on, man. Let's be...
I like hotels. They make your bed, make your dinner, send housekeepers up to watch you masturbate. It's a dream.
Come on, man. Miss Nevada is the new Miss USA. I now must apologize to Miss Delaware. I actually have nothing to do with the final decision, but I will treasure our evening together forever.
A study has found that men are just as likely as women to spread gossip. At least that's what I heard Rick tell Brad, who, by the way, has a crush on Patty.
Listen, a new study finds that men are more likely to blame stress from work as a contributor to their poor mental health, while women are more likely to jabber on about something or other. You know, I'm happy to help out a friend, but the next time my roommate asks for help, put in sunscreen, he better be talking about his back. Fool me once. The Statue of Liberty is setting a bad example for young women. When times get tough, you just can't stand motionless for centuries holding a torch.
That's true.
I don't want to shoot myself in the foot, but my left big toe is a neo-Nazi. Even worse, my big right toe believes that there should be a gender pay gap. Gender pay gap.
The twins' Joe Mauer has gone on the disabled list due to leg weakness. What is the cause of leg weakness? For the answer, let us go to sports show medical correspondent, the late Burgess Meredith.
Women weaken legs.
Just as I suspected. Thank you, late Burgess Meredith. The sister of San Francisco Giant catcher Buster Posey, Samantha, hit for a home run cycle, which consists of a solo, a 2-run, a 3-run homer, and a grand slam home run. This leads some to say that she might be better than her brother. Her brother, who doesn't get to hit against girls tossing a giant ball underhanded. Former Philadelphia Philly and suspected embezzler Lenny Dykstra hired a cleaning lady via Craigslist, but when the woman arrived at his home, Dykstra allegedly stripped naked and demanded that she give him a massage. I've got one thing to say to Lenny Dykstra. Hey, quit stealing my moves. Washington Redskins lineman Albert Hainsworth was arrested on sexual abuse charges this past week after being accused of sliding a credit card through a woman's cleavage. Is it just me? Or is everyone stealing my moves? Well, a Boston Red Sox sideline reporter recently did a story on food at ballparks. One thing she tried was a chicken and waffle sandwich, which she nearly choked on. Now, there's a video of this piece, but my staff has not had any luck finding it. So that means it is time to turn to the sports show computer. All right, excellent. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to start out by searching woman gagging. Oh, 1 million results. How about that? Okay, let's see. Oh, well, my lord. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. This is filthy. Okay, I can see I'm going to have to be a little more specific. Let me try woman gagging on meat. Well, there's 7 million results here. Whoa, holy Lord! There's all kinds of pictures coming up. None of these are right. Oh, people should not be doing this. What? How do I turn this thing off? Delete history. Wait, they're offering me a 3% mortgage. Okay, I deleted it, so that's off my computer forever?
Empty the cache.
Empty the what? I feel filthy just touching my dirty computer.
And the #1 book is The Rules. You know about this book?
I've heard stuff about it. Tell us about it.
It's The Rules. It's how to capture a man's heart. And it's for women. And it says all these rules that you have to follow, and you will capture a man's heart. And the rule #1, have huge breasts. Yeah, that guy likes it. Yeah. Because apparently men love women with huge breasts.
They do. They like that.
That's what they say. Not this character over here, Andy.
Oh, me?
Who do you think is attractive?
I like Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh, come on.
You don't like her?
Come on.
You don't like Anna Nicole Smith?
Come on, she's gotten heavy. He's putting me on.
No, I'm not.
I
I saw a picture of her recently where she was really, really fat, where she didn't look good.
Right, but you're talking about years ago when she was thin. Oh, okay.
Not that long ago. Yeah, a couple of years ago.
So you like big breasts?
Yeah, I like big breasts.
Does your wife have big breasts?
She has normal size.
What,
breasts.
C cups?
I don't know. I hear you talking about those. I don't follow those.
You're in bad shape. Do you like Sally Struthers too?
Oh, I did.
You
yeah.
did, right? Yeah, that's your type.
Oh my
like
God,
blonde
I
and
love
buxom.
Sally Struthers.
Not anymore though.
What?
Well, you don't like her anymore.
No, I don't like her with the flies around her.
It's kind of a turn off.
Newlyweds Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson had their first argument this week. He wants kids, while she wants fake kids. This week, Rampage Jackson talked to a reporter before UFC 130.
Black girls love me too, man. I get hit on by black girls all the time. I be like, oh, I be showing my nipple, I be doing my nipple dance. Black girls love me, man.
Wait, what? You do your nipple dance? I wonder what other techniques Rampage uses to woo the fairer sex.
Are you black?
Part, yeah.
I love all parts of you, even the black part. What other part are you?
I'm Jamaican, black and white.
She's just making me horny.
Wait, what? That line never works for me. I guess it worked for him. I don't know.
She's hot, ain't she? That's why I gave her the interview. She's hot.
Thank you, Rampage.
I want a motorboat right now.
Wait, what? That seems impossible. What? I don't know what to say about this. What do you think, Sad Bill Cosby? You don't care for that at all, Sad Bill Cosby? No. Atlanta Braves pitching coach Roger McDowell is accused of simulating sex with a baseball bat in front of children at a Braves-Giants game. The parents of the children hired attorney Gloria Allred, who held this press conference.
We'll also be doing a little demonstration of exactly what the coach did.
Wait, what? Wait. A demonstration? That's not a good idea. Aren't those the same girls? I'm no psychiatrist, but I have a feeling that this will remind these little girls of 2 days ago when that guy did it. Don't make them watch it again, Gloria Allred, please. I'm panicking for nothing. She's a lawyer. Of course she knows what she's doing. She'll figure out.
I think Justin and I can demonstrate what was done with the baseball bat. Okay, so Justin, you want to come forward here? And you want to put your fingers up the way he had them. Okay, so then it was like that, just going like that. Is that
Wait, what? Wait. What? How long does she keep bat sexing that guy's hand? That's... Oh, wait, what? No. Is this for the people who missed it the first time? Oh, please. Look, I didn't go to law school, but I don't believe lawyers do this. Don't we have something with Gloria just talking?
The coach then allegedly said, "Are you three giving it to each other up the," and he used the word for, crude word for rear end.
Wait, what, rear end? Now Gloria's getting all demure. Rear end, not like earlier when she was, no, don't show it again. All right, enough, no more, waste what, that's over with. If I've learned one thing this week, it's to be a lot more careful who I bat my hand in front of. Senator Bob Packwood said this week he favors reduced federal deficit over a tax cut. Then he added that in case anyone was curious, he prefers nice legs over large breasts. The much talked about film Showgirls opened this week, and here's my review. Basically a high-budget porno film, Showgirls is a thinly veiled excuse to show lots of naked buttocks, legs, and breasts. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10. While Premiere Magazine's list of the 100 most powerful people in Hollywood hit the newsstands this month, in an odd bit of ranking, Demi Moore was ranked number 28, while her breasts were ranked 20 and 21. So, in an interview out this week, Demi Moore says she would like to have another baby, this time a boy, to go along with her 3 daughters and 2 huge breasts. Demi Moore is wrapped filming on G.I. Jane, in which she plays a Navy SEAL combat officer. Moore says that in contrast to other Hollywood portrayals of women in the military, her character will have giant breasts. Actor Bruce Willis is filming his next movie, The Broadway Brawler, in Wilmington, Delaware. Meanwhile, his wife, Demi Moore, is taking a break from movie work, saying she wants to spend more time with her huge breasts. As they say, all politics are local. Apparently, you guys have a little history because you used to be the manager of the, this is my trusty sidekick, Amigas. You used to be the manager of the Tempe Improv, the best club in the country.
Right. And I did 10 minutes once in front of him, and then I never played there again.
Wait, when did this turn into Crossfire? And secondly, I didn't ban. Who
banned me?
I think it was Howard.
Yeah,
Howard.
But you're part of the same regime.
No, all right. Well, technically, yeah. But
Howard was an old man.
Yeah, like Kim Jong-un, right, has a soldier, but like if
sure, yeah, I'm just following orders.
But you're a part of the thing.
All right, I admit that.
All right. And what did I do?
You know who else said they were just following orders? Hitler.
Well, Stalin was just like that.
Yeah. What did I do?
I think you took your pants down.
On stage?
Yeah, he got pretty naked on stage.
Well, I wanted to prove a point. I said that, skin color is only that's your skin color, and we're all pink on the inside, so I showed him my butthole.
I remember now.
Yeah, and that was my opener, and he didn't like that.
It's like Lenny Bruce.
It was a real opener.
I'm scared of letting go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go. I'm scared of letting go of everything in the past.
Black is great.
Black is great.
Black is fantastic. Right?
Yeah, black is fantastic.
Even though, they're not black anymore. But then again, we're not white, right?
Right.
We're pink like his fucking asshole. We're all,
Seen it.
We're all the colors of Bobby's asshole deep down. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like you could do that as a poem, like some slam poetry. That's what you should do, Bob. You should go on like
slam poetry?
Slam poetry thing
What do you mean?
in New York City. Well, they have these, I saw a wonderful play. A guy went on a trapeze over the audience. This was at the height of the AIDS epidemic, and he cut himself. His blood, his AIDS, his AIDS-filled blood went all over the audience. Then we cheered because we were afraid to be politically incorrect. So instead, we contract AIDS.
But wait, you were at the show?
Yeah.
You were being sprayed with AIDS blood?
We all got full-blown AIDS within a week.
Did you get your money back?
No, we pretended it was good because we'd rather get AIDS than be called homophobe. But this guy said one of the most disturbing things to me.
Yeah.
He said he was very into the S&M, gay S&M scene. And he said he loved when guys with AIDS would fuck him. He said something like, when they pumped their death up my hot ass. I was like, oh, wait.
This looks like a badge of courage, almost.
Yeah, it's real Stephen Crane moment.
Oh, man.
Well, but I've seen you go for like 20 minutes, and then the next 20 you get into a darker place, which is, for me, I really love it. Like, I love when you get...
Well,
when
I find it's like seducing, you give the candy and the flour in the first 20 minutes, and then you're ramming it up their fucking hot ass later.
Right, but when you're giving candy...
juicy big cock.
Right, but when you're giving the flowers and the candy, is it to a kid? Or is it, because I know the second part of what you just said.
This is a joke I heard. You want to hear a joke?
Please.
Okay. This guy is driving down. He's a pedophile.
Why is the big cock always juicy with you? I mean, ever since I've known you, it's like, and it's a juicy big cock. So is it like prime rib? Does it have drippings? If you go to eat it like corn, is it like a Hoffy? I mean, it's got... you put paper towels under it because it's going to have drippings?
Well, the actual truth of it is like, it's like, here's my hot cock. The truth of it is,
well, who says that?
People always say that. My hot
and they're
cock.
doing this on a walker?
No, that's the lady's hips.
Oh.
So, but the truth is, a vagina is hot. A cock is actually cold. But of course,
mine gets warm.
You think it does in your head, but no.
No, in my hand.
No, your hand is
My
hot.
head's colder than my cock.
Your hand is colder than your cock.
Yeah, if I touch my head and then touch my cock is hotter.
Yeah, but it's nowhere near as hot as the woman's vagina. So she's getting a cold
depend
cock.
on the woman?
That's where they came with the impression, the cold cock punch. But here's the joke.
No, the cold cock punch has nothing to do.
But here's the joke.
Cold cock it's got cock a trigger.
Yeah.
So you're cold cocking like you would a trigger.
Yeah, you're way
Not like a hot cock that you hit
that's
somebody with their hot. Here's a hot cock, I'm gonna knock you out.
That's interesting. I
It's
didn't
not
know
bad.
that.
It'd be cool if I had a
So
cock
that
I
comes,
could
that
knock
makes
someone
sense.
out.
Oh, that'd be
a
great.
cold cock.
You censor this?
No, but this is the joke.
You're just going to
I don't really want to do this
juicy-
joke because we want to get onto stuff, but I'll tell you quickly.
Please.
So it's a guy, a pedophile, is driving in a car, and he sees a kid, and the kid is going through a dumpster, and the kid finds a welding hat. A lot of things happen in this joke, coincidentally.
Right.
He finds a welding mask, and the kid puts on the welding mask, and he's running around having fun with the welding mask. And the pedophile goes, "You want to drive, kid?" The kid goes, "Sure." So the kid gets in, and the pedophile says to the kid who's wearing this welding mask, he says, "Do you like to get your cock sucked?" And the kid goes, "Oh, no, what? No." And he says, do you want to suck a cock, suck my cock?" "Oh, no. Well, how about would you like to get my big juicy cock shoved up your hot ass?"
It's going to have a clean punchline, I
So
know that.
finally the kid goes, "Oh, I understand. No. I'm not actually a welder."
Right.
That's a crazy joke. Hey, do you want to take? Hey,
Want to take some questions?
I asked my Twitter followers for questions for Bob Saget.
But is it pedophile? Is that the actual word? It's pedophile, isn't it?
No, it's pedophile.
Is it pedo?
I was at a party with a friend, and so I noticed you first. And you returned my gaze, knew how to quench my thirst. You took me to that room like a dream come true. The dance you performed was just for me and you. Kisses on the neck, then you work your way down. Let yourself go for me all around town. Seductively still.
Phil Leeds was one of the best comics in the world, one of the sweetest human beings. But during the McCarthy era, Phil couldn't get work. He was branded a communist because he had left leanings, and he couldn't work. And gee, I knew about him, and I knew his work, and I had seen him in New York. He was hysterical. He was so sweet. Never did political humor even. And so I said, he looks like Maury a little bit. I'll call him, and I got him out to play his brother, a really badass brother. And after the show, the sponsors called me. That guy was great. Where did you find him? He's a New York actor. That's all I could say.
Well, you mean because he was branded at that moment?
Huh?
The moment you cast him, he would still been branded.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They would have, if they knew they was one of the guys, they would say, you can't use him.
Wow, that's interesting. I know nothing about the blacklisting, but just as you said that, were Jewish people more likely to be blacklisted?
Well, I don't know about that, but Jewish people are more likely to be considered liberals, and so they'd be more vulnerable.
Were you ever a communist?
No, they called me and said, they knocked at my door at 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Two guys dressed like that in black suits. Mr. Reiner?
Have you no shame, sir?
Mr. Reiner, FBI, may we come in? Oh, absolutely, gentlemen. I'm in my shorts. I was just woken up. They wanted to know if I knew...
Explain to the folks what the FBI is.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation. We're looking for communist infiltration into the arts. They were sending people to jail. By the way, the guy who ran the whole committee was ultimately sent to jail and went to the same jail that the communists were sent. And they were so nice to him. They really were. Anyway, that was another part of the story. But
the FBI are at your door.
They're at my door, and I decided. And by the way, I was on the shows at the time, and I said, "Oh, here it comes." You know, I had done liberal things. I was a liberal, and I had done liberal causes. And they wanted to know. This is the question they asked, and I could not believe it. They said, "Sir, did you vote for the American Labor Party in the last election?" And I'm saying, they can't ask that, sir. It's a secret ballot. And I said, "Yes, absolutely. Didn't you?" And I decided I'm going to go with them. They were charming. I'd out-charm them. They said, "Why did you vote?" I said, "Henry Wallace, our vice president. He's a businessman. He runs a strawberry farm. We need a good businessman." Everything they... And I said, you didn't vote for, who did you vote? Anyway, that's the way it went for a long time. And then they asked me questions like, you once emceed a thing for Mr. Barsky, a fellow named Edward Barsky. Do you know about him? I says, yes. He said, you know he was a communist? I says, probably, but I said, why did you do that? I says, well, they asked me to MC something. They were giving him a big award because he invented plasma, the thing that saved lives. You know, he did it in the fields during the Spanish War, the Franco War, and with a motor from a machine, from a car, a Jeep.
Sure, that's how I do it.
He got plasma out of that. And I said, saved thousands and hundreds of thousands of lives in the Second World War. I would, you know, who wouldn't be an MC at that? And then they say, you also MC'd a thing for a liberal thing at Carnegie Hall. What? I says, who asked you to do that? And I said, well, I was in Call Me Mister at the time, a Broadway show. Somebody asked me. And I said, Carnegie Hall, every kid actor, you have to play a violin. You want to go to Carnegie Hall? I didn't play the violin. I didn't sing. So a gentleman, and I said this to him, a gentleman, if the FBI ever has a big event, I'm your guy. I want to MC that event. This is the way I went.
I got it.
And then they asked me the question, do you know any commies? I said, I'm sure I do. And he said, could you name them? I says, commies don't go around giving their names, but, oh, you know any commies in show business?
Yeah.
I said, sure, they're in every business. You guys tell us that. And they said, would you give us a name? I don't know, they don't go around telling their names.
Yeah.
And that's the way we left it. And nothing
It
else.
wasn't illegal to be communist at the time. It was just, it couldn't work.
I think the Constitution says you're allowed to think the way you want to think.
Right. But you couldn't work.
That's exactly.
Do you ever think maybe it's a little like racism?
A lot like racism.
No, I mean, if you're a racist.
Oh, yes.
It's not illegal, but you can't work.
If you're a racist, you can't
Well,
work.
Donald Sterling, for instance.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think there's any
he
correlation?
He doesn't have to work.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, the amount of money he has, he could live another 100 years.
That's true.
$10 billion.
No, but a serious question, though.
Yes.
If a man has a job and he is a racist,
Yes.
should the job be taken away from him?
No.
Okay.
But his fellows should. His fellows.
Good news for him.
Yeah.
Not a racist.
Feelings flowing up and down, picking up the pieces that you left behind, hitting a new type of flow, breathing in the smoke and clearing up my mind. The thoughts of you, I never knew what the hell you got me into. I've been bad, fuck do you mean?
Tim was always
communist.
He was a communist.
This was the good intro?
Wow.
I didn't want to bring it up, but he was a communist. No, I don't name names. But why don't we just get into this? You were talking. You just brought up communism.
Yeah. Wow.
And it struck me, right? Remember McCarthyism?
Mm-hmm. Eugene? What was his first name?
No, that was a different McCarthy.
I know, but I'm just kidding. What was McCarthy's first name?
Joe McCarthy.
Joey.
Tail Gunner Joe.
Oh, wow.
So he named members of he wanted names of the members of the Communist Party. So the Communist Party members were named, and then they couldn't work.
Right.
They wouldn't go to jail. It wasn't illegal to be a communist, but you couldn't work.
Wow.
And it was the worst thing in the world. Nowadays, you can say things that people don't like. And
easily.
Right? And now people go, well, he has the right to say it, but we have the right to not employ him. So to me, you don't have a right. You don't have the right if the consequence is that you can't feed your family.
That was there's a larger issue that my sister and I argue about religion all the time. It says you can do. I asked her, what's the purpose biblically? I'm a philosophy major. What is God's will, whatever that is? She says, well, to do the right thing. It says, so you have free will to do the right thing. She says, yes, but if you don't do what he wants, then he punishes you. So that's not actually a choice. Uh-huh. And this is the same thing. You can, your opinion is valid, but if it isn't appealing, or if whatever that we think is, then you can be punished for it.
And you have been punished for it.
I don't know. I said I know
you don't like to say that because you've been so blessed in your life. Probably.
Right, because there's nothing. My life is fine. I said, what's funny to me is that I'm a stand-up comedian. Have been that way for quite a long time, and we're anarchists.
True, yeah.
Leno says you shouldn't fall in love with hookers. And that's show business. Show business is just a prostitute. It's all a prostitution. They only like you for a while, and then they move on to somebody else. And it's not. It's just the way it is. And if you fall in love,
who knows more about show business than Leno?
Well, and he's
really,
he does. And he says we are blessed to be comedians because people come to see you, they pay money, and you get it. There's nobody in the middle of that situation. Yeah. And I said one time I was doing an interview for both. I did an MSNBC, which is curious, and then I did a Fox interview. And I said, at the end of the interview, are you interviewing the character I'm playing or the guy that I am? And they said they didn't see any difference between that. And I said, it's a very different situation. You don't interview Mel Gibson or Harrison Ford as the guy in Blade Runner. Yeah, right. But sometimes they'd want you to be that opinion. And I said, my opinion, it's always been that way as a stand-up. I hate taxes. I hate it as a stand-up comedian. I worked hard week by week. You get cash in an envelope, usually by guys in suits. That was the weirdest thing about comedy clubs. True, you had an envelope would come across the table. But you'd have to pay taxes. I had this weird partner, I always said. And the federal government never helped me any. I don't know what that was about. They always assist you in comedy clubs. What did the government ever do for us as comedians? Nothing. And when I was a kid, it was 45, 50%.
Oh my God! Wow. Right? For regular people.
Right, for regular people.
For rich people, 80%.
80%. It was horrible. I never. That's always been my position as a comedian. I don't know why we got onto this subject, but this never has taught us.
No.
There's something to do with McCarthy and communists? Is that how this went?
No, I thought because you brought up communism, that we're facing nowadays, where you could get fired for your political beliefs. And actually, communism was a sort of a dangerous thing.
Well, now they're like, everybody likes them.
Yes.
And I was tuned in one night, and I swear, didn't you say the F word or something like that?
Yeah, I did one time.
And it just completely slipped out?
Yeah, well, no, yeah. It's actually all the other words slip out.
But not the...
That word is very hard not to say. I don't know if you've ever... I mean, you guys, listen, you guys work in the Fourth Estate. You know how hard it is not to say that word.
Oh, yeah, especially for
it's there.
The time.
It's right there. It's ready to go.
I went on a rant about Easter, and I said the F word like 5 times the other day.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's pretty serious. All right, Norm MacDonald is with us on the phone here in the corner.
That's downright dereliction of duty.
What did you say, Daryl who?
I said saying it 5 times is downright dereliction of duty.
Okay. All right, calm down. You're getting violent with us.
Last weekend in Washington, a new museum dedicated to broadcast What the fuck was that? Last weekend in Washington, a new museum. My farewell performance. Last weekend.
Do you ever cuss at Saturday Night Live when you were doing that?
On the air?
Yeah. Well, I don't. I mean, I presume
Off
you
the
did
air,
cuss.
constantly. Yeah. I don't think I ever did. People have occasionally in the past. I think Norm MacDonald did once. I think a few other people have.
Yeah, I know Norm. He cusses quite frequently. Yeah, he's very
funny,
funny.
man.
Very, very funny. Very cussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me that we should go our separate ways, but now you're back, begging for a place to stay. Oh, it's not right. I wanna kiss you when we fight, kiss you when we fight. Hit the road, babe. I don't wanna see the mess you make. I don't wanna hear about your mistakes. I just wanna live my life without you. So have a nice day. Close the door and be on your way. Not much else that I wanna say. I just wanna live my life without you.
And finally, in California, pet owners. Pet owners can now take their canine friends to the world's first doggy wedding chapel, where dogs can actually be married in a civil ceremony. The ceremony ends when the Justice of the Peace says, "You may now sniff the ass." All right, folks. Maybe we'll see you next week. Good night.
It's been 30 years since a jury awarded a woman $3 million when she was severely burned by McDonald's hot coffee. Now Dunkin' Donuts is facing a lawsuit after this woman ended up on a stretcher when she was scalded by the coffee at the Dunkin's drive-thru.
Samantha has filed a lawsuit. She and her lawyer, Paul D'Amato, want Dunkin' Donuts to change their trays from this to this.
Last month, an 80-year-old Albuquerque woman was awarded over $2 million in damages from McDonald's after she spilled some of their coffee in her lap and suffered severe burns. As a result, McDonald's this week has put a warning label on its coffee cups that read, "Caution, do you think you can manage to avoid pouring it directly on your crotch this time, you senile old hag? Think you can manage that, huh?" Safer drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentage in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman. For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do. No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a man allowed his 8-year-old daughter to take the wheel of his car, and an accident ensued that damaged 7 other cars and injured 6 people, which once again proves my theory: women can't drive. And I don't drive, you know. I can't drive. Never learned. Because I don't know how to drive a car, you know.
You don't drive at all?
No, I never learned how.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't like them. I find them dangerous, you know.
This is an emotional issue. It's not can you drive or can't you drive. Everyone knows I could teach you to drive in 20 minutes. That's not the issue.
No, okay.
I do know that. This is an emotional issue, Norm. Are you willing to trust me? Do you want to take a step, or do you just want to be, you know, bathing in your own urine for the rest of your life? Do you want to take that
options?
first step out of that apartment and in toward the light? Would you like to take that step? Would you like me to help you take that step?
Do you have, like, an earpiece and Dr. Drew is talking through you?
It's an ass piece, but yes, it is Drew's voice.
Whatever.
I find I can hear him better that way.
I would agree to
It doesn't show
I would
up on
agree
camera.
I would agree to do that. I mean, I might.
Would you agree to do that?
I agree, but I might say no later because it scares me.
That's
Hey,
right
you've got
now.
a baby step.
No,
It's a
right
baby
now,
step.
right now, in your thrall, I feel like I could do it.
Norm.
Like, you're very persuasive and
But
convincing.
please,
and I
please,
believe you.
please.
And also, since your life's at stake, I know
My
that.
life is at stake.
But also, you
It would be
don't know-
the day comedy died if you drove off a cliff with you and I in it. Except for all the other funny people that'd be left behind.
Yeah, until they cast Dana Gould as Death.
Yeah.
And then we'd be forgotten.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be the day death died. Oh, wait a minute. All right. So listen, Norm, I would like to do this for you. And I know you find it, you see, this is an emotional issue. It's not a practical issue.
No.
Obviously, I can teach you to drive.
No,
It'll be safe.
I know intellectually because I see old ladies and young children,
Yeah.
like you say. I see every other person,
Right.
so I go, well, I'm not.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have handicapped people drive vans with their teeth, Norm. You don't think you could handle it?
Yeah, no.
I could teach you to drive. Let's do that, Norm.
Okay.
Let me offer you that freedom.
Well, let's for now say yes. But I don't want to. But we
keys
can't.
to a
Make,
new
this is
you,
the thing.
Norm.
Why can't I-
But I
see,
got to say this. I got to say this. If we do it, it cannot be in any ways a comedy. But all of a sudden, I can't go. You can't go. Here's Norm. Put on this suit. And I'm like, no, wait. And then we're at a racetrack
Norm.
in Ventura, and
I would
I'm
treat-
racing against Gilles Villeneuve's son.
Yes. Jacques, F1 driver. Listen, point is this. First off, I would treat you...
Because I've had that before where they've gone, this is what my manager said, do you want to be in a celebrity race car event? And I go,
No.
I don't have a license. And they go, the funny thing is, they'll never think to ask.
That's
what my manager tells me.
You know how I would treat you? I would treat you like a horse that I rescued who'd been abused.
Uh-huh.
That's how I would treat you. Do you know what I mean? No sudden movements.
You'd whack
lots
me
of
off.
petting on the snout.
You'd whack me off.
Just to relieve a little pressure. Nothing gay.
Gigantic cock.
Just to take the edge off. I'd feed you a carrot through my mouth. No, I wouldn't move. I wouldn't light off any fireworks. I
Okay.
wouldn't do any. I would be very soothing. I'm going to put the best of Enya in the CD player of the Lexus, and I'm going to teach you how to drive Norm MacDonald.
Hey there, it's time for Weather in a Minute. It's a silly little segment we do maybe once every 5 years or so, but we brought it back. We're doing it today. And, Larry, the older we get, the less tolerant I become and the slower you've become. I'm thinking I am dying for like an ice cream sandwich or something from the cafeteria. Give you the helmet. If you can get down there and get it, we've found a way to get you down that hallway a little bit quicker also. This will replace the running that you've had to do. These are a great way to get around. You can get the speed up on that thing, Larry.
Right.
It's like you're going like 2 miles an hour. You got
There's no brakes.
That's all right. You don't need brakes. You're just going down the hall. It's not like you're into traffic. Floor it. So there you go. If you can, like an ice cream stand, I think there's a guy from like the Hancock. It's a hard left turn. No, you missed a turn. There you are. Is that like the mascot from the Hancock is in there? Give him a hug or There you go. Nice to see him. Boy, it was nice of him to even offer. All right, did you get it? All right. There
Hey, Norm, come on, you're up next.
You got Norm
Norm MacDonald's down here.
Get him on. Put him on one of those.
Come on, Norm, you're up next.
This is like the two of you in like 3 years. Senior citizens racing down the hall. Very nice. Don't forget to bring me the ice cream sandwich. Boy.
Whoa!
Wait, you ran away.
I know I went too far.
That's right. I'm
Get
just
your
taking
ice cream.
Thank you very much.
Come on, Norm.
Norm, nice to see you. Let me get that out of your way. Come on. Yeah, follow him.
Did I lose,
See
Norm?
you later.
I lost you, sorry. Watch the cables, man. Oh, no! Wow!
Tell him your best story.
My best story was the Steve. You just fucking told it.
No, it happened to you. He's a comedian.
No,
He was
not.
you do the Tempe Improv.
Okay.
What was your joke?
You had one joke?
No, it
I had to have had
was so
one.
ridiculous. It
What?
was stupid.
What was it?
Oh God, man!
Well, that
it was
doesn't
something like don't take a shot from a girl at a bar because it looks ridiculous. It's never good. I think the punchline was is this a Care Bear cum shot or something? It was really ridiculous.
Don't take a shot at a girl at a bar. I think it has to do with the Care Bears. It's like, what?
That was the worst.
I don't remember it. It was so long ago, but that was the gist of it, and that's why I don't do stand-up anymore.
You should open with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should open and close with it.
He can't even tell his own joke.
Yeah, I mean, again, I mean, I'm not a good,
Anything.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, it's like.
Some days we get closer. Things that we never really needed. Promises that we never thought of keeping safe. I guess it's never over if we never got a chance.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay.
And the Shawshank Redemption picked up the New York Film Festival's coveted award for the stupidest movie title. In a related story, 3 of Hollywood's most powerful men, David Geffen, Steven Spielberg, and Jeffrey Katzenberg, joined forces last week to form their own movie studio. When asked what sort of films we could expect from them, the trio replied, mostly pornos. That's good news. Well, Tom Cruise got ready for the premiere of his new movie, Interview with the Vampire, by sucking all the blood out of wife Nicole's... And now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough. Well, this coming Monday is Oscar night, and 3 films, The English Patient, Secrets and Lies, and Shine, are locked in a tight race in the category Best Picture There's Not a Chance in Hell I Will Ever See. No interest at all in seeing them. And finally, the Oscar nominations were announced this week, and Tom Hanks and Jodie Foster are in a heated competition in the Academy's controversial new category, Best Retard. 20th Century Fox has announced that Macaulay Culkin will not be hired to star in Home Alone 3. Studio spokesman said that it was nothing personal, but with Culkin now 16 years of age, the only way to keep him in the film would be to make the character retarded. A deadly outbreak of the Ebola virus is said to be responsible for more than 100 deaths in Africa and a couple of really bad movies here in the United States. Well, the much talked about film Showgirls opened this week, and here's my review.
Basically, a high-budget porno film, Showgirls is a thinly veiled excuse to show lots of naked buttocks, legs, and breasts. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10. Remember 12 Angry Men, the classic courtroom drama? Well, the first film about the O.J. Simpson case is in the works. It's entitled 9 Angry Black People, 2 Scared Asians, and a White Guy Who Hasn't Spoken Since Rosa Lopez. Well, the long-running TV series The Love Boat is being made into a big-screen feature by New Line Cinema. The producers have announced that the entire original cast of Gavin MacLeod, Bernie Capel, Fred Grandy, Ted Lange, Lauren Tweez, and Jill Whalen will have to pay $7.50 to see the movie just like everybody else. Asked recently what will set his new Batman film apart from its predecessors, Batman and Robin director Joel Schumacher said, quote, "In this one, all the costumes will have nipples." Note to self, do not watch the next Batman and Robin. HBO has finished casting its new movie about the talk show wars entitled The Late Shift. Tapped to play Jay Leno is Daniel Roebuck. The part of David Letterman will be played by Michael Higgins. And the part of Arsenio Hall will be played by Arsenio Hall. Woody Allen is to be the subject of a documentary film which will follow his jazz band on its 1996 tour. According to its producers, the documentary will focus strictly on the parts of Allen's life that no one could give a rat's ass about. Well, filming has finally begun in the long-awaited life story of Evita Peron, starring pop singer Madonna. According to its producers, the film is 100% historically accurate, except for the part where Mrs. Peron has group sex with the Houston Rockets. In the new movie, Mrs. Winterbourne, talk show host Ricky Lake plays the part of a young mother-to-be. According to film's producers, Miss Lake was so serious about achieving a realistic pregnant look, she forced herself to lose 30 pounds. Well, for the second week in a row, Richard Gere's new film, Primal Fear, was #1 at the box office, leading many Hollywood insiders to wonder, hey, you think that gerbil story is true? Last night, the epic disaster film Twister opened to big box office and some controversy. The Reverend Jesse Jackson has called for a boycott of the movie, claiming that not enough black people in the film are killed by tornadoes. At the box office last week's #1 movie, The First Wives Club, was knocked out of the top spot by a new film, The Hotter, Younger Second Wives Club. She was telling me, this is interesting, she was telling me that, you know that movie, The Elephant Man?
Yeah.
We were just talking about it backstage, and I always thought it was a stupid movie, and she said it's a really good movie, and I said the stupidest thing in it is because, you know that part where the guy says, I am a human, I am not an elephant, I am a human being. The guy doesn't even hardly look like an elephant. So why would
you would be the worst movie critic in the world.
So, but one big news story: Twister is the big what do you call it? Movie, yeah. Twister's the big movie, and I got some news. Apparently now they're thinking about Oscars for the movie.
Yeah.
They're thinking of Best Actor for The Wind. Before the show, you said that stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right.
I did.
Hey, man, I met the guy from... I met the guy from Lost, played John Locke. You ever hear that fella?
Of course. Yeah, Terry O'Quinn.
Terry O'Quinn.
Yeah.
I love Lost. You ever watch Lost?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with the show. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still watching it.
I
Yeah.
watch it. I watch it on the
Link?
No, yeah.
You got that working?
On the computer, where you can watch like you can watch them right after each other. So you don't have, there's no cliffhanger, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause you
I know
don't have to,
about that.
You probably watch it 6.
Do you think I'm 80?
No, you probably watched the show though.
I did. I watched it during.
So that must have been incredibly frustrating.
No, it wasn't. Why would you say that?
Well, because I couldn't wait 30 seconds to get into it on my DVD.
Sometimes it's better to space things out, though, and discuss it with your friends, have a little talk about what happened, and then you have to wait a week, and it's delayed gratification.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. That's what's fun about a book club. But here's the thing.
Where are you in the run of Lost?
I'm finished. I'm finished. But I realized something around season 3 that these guys that wrote the Lost, they didn't know they were going for 6 seasons. So they did not have this planned out.
You don't think they did?
No, they did not write a 400-hour TV show that then cut it up. They didn't know when they were going to get canceled. So then they're just making up stuff and everything, and then crazy things happen.
They didn't get canceled though. They planned to end they ended the show early.
That was their ending?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's even worse. If that was their ending.
That was their ending.
I do not like, and I don't like ambiguous endings. I want to know. I don't want to try to figure it out.
What about the Sopranos ending? Did you like that? You didn't care for that?
I want to know. I don't want to be left. Like, I remember this movie, Lost in Translation. Bill Murray, couldn't love the guy more. But you ever remember that movie?
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, you see it, it's all good and everything. He runs through the crowd, whispers into Scarlett Johansson's ears. They don't have him mic'd.
That's unforgivable.
You're like, what? And then they're like, yeah, you figure it out. I'm like, me? I'm supposed to figure it out? I'm watching. This is what I like to do. I like figuring out movies in the same way. That would be like me going, hey, man, I'm going to buy a car. I think I'll go down to Detroit, see if they need any help welding. Right?
I can't believe you're not American. It makes no sense.
It was fantastic all the way through, but I just thought
well, that's yeoman's work.
Well, look, I went in and I took what I thought were the best moments.
Follow-up question, what's a yeoman?
Not a clue.
Russell Brand will know.
I'll bet you're goddamn right he will.
Okay, no need to curse.
All right, apologies.
But please.
Listen, what I'm saying is I trim
You know,
the fat.
taking the Lord's name in vain is one of the commandments that will get you raped by the devil for all of time.
Agree to disagree. If they put my name in a fucking publication like Entertainment Weekly,
You don't have to swear.
If they put my name in a publication like Entertainment Weekly, I don't think you need to worry about gaining weight. They'll put you in something.
My doctor's getting very rude. The last time I went to him, he said, open your mouth and say oink. I mean,
I think we've come to the fact you need to find a new doctor.
I need to find a new.
This guy sounds like a real asshole.
New internist. Why do you continue to swear?
I don't know.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Charlie Fleischer? Some of the guys you started out with.
Charlie Fleischer?
Yeah, yes. Charles, he doesn't come by much anymore. But
Charles Fleischer used to always close the Improv. He'd always close.
Yeah.
And he'd do an hour.
I'm not sure. I think that guy's out of his goddamn mind. Am I allowed to say? I don't even know. If he comes back, it could be awkward. But
what happened?
He's just out of his mind.
He seemed like a good guy. You know? A confidence man sold him an apartment, rented him an apartment.
A confidence
Only last man.
man?
Yeah, like a paper moon, you know, like that kind of a guy.
Yeah, I got paper mooned.
He got paper mooned.
I think it was by one of the guys that used to give you shit in your karate class. This big fucking Russian guy.
Oh, easy.
All right, it was a Russian guy.
Not all.
We've torn down the wall, Mr. Gorbachev, a long time ago.
My family comes from Russia. They're Russian Jews.
Oh. Russian and Jews is more like it.
I'm a fan of The View because Sherry Shepherd is a good friend of mine.
Sure.
And I've been on The View a lot, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because I'm on The View. Daphne Aguilera was on The View.
Oh, really?
Did Daphne Aguilera, he didn't rub your cock on my...
Okay, come on. This is what we're trying to get away from.
Sorry.
Came over and she said, it's so lonely here, you know.
There's been no men. And she caressed his arm. And one thing became the inevitable.
They had sex?
Yeah, so we don't have to be coarse about it, but yes. There is another sister that lives there, a leper.
So he fucked a leper?
Let's not be coarse. Good God, man, that's not how you tell a joke. That's supposed to happen through your mind. That's supposed to. But yes, you did fuck a leper. I don't like this when they make those dirty drinks.
Dirty Sanchez?
Dirty Sanchez. That's what you drink.
What dirty drinks?
No, they say like
pink pussy,
huh?
like the pink pussy.
You don't have to be dirty, but the guy doesn't realize there's a TV camera aimed at him.
This is like your little brother.
God damn, man.
Oh, it
Precursor.
definitely was a
precursor.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Because that's in Breaking Bad. But
Yeah.
also Weeds was like kind of the
Broke down the door for Breaking Bad.
broke down the door
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Breaking Bad, he says.
And he's the post-cursor. I got nothing. Man.
He's just a cursor.
I'm just cursed.
God damn, no, your words you use, pussy.
The biped joke will go down in history as the most obscure.
Who did you meet having coffee?
Toady Field's daughter.
Holy Lord.
How
wow.
about that?
Oh my God.
I was excited. You have no idea who that is.
No. And is she a biped or? I don't know which side of the family she takes after. You know what
That's a great joke that only I get.
the big news is Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah, huge news.
And I don't like him, don't care for him, never did.
Really? You don't like Oscar Pistorius even before he... What are you doing?
I have something in my tooth.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't like him.
You're saying, I mean, a lot of people don't like him now that he
a lot
murdered
of people,
somebody, but,
yeah.
but before that...
Allegedly. But also, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have problems with the murder.
Right.
But I never liked him racing with them things that look like something Wile E. Coyote would order. And
what?
Well,
you had a problem with him racing with his blades. His blades. He was the Blade Runner.
Yes, he
Those
was.
Teflon blades.
I did have a big problem with it.
My favorite story of all time is Pistorius.
Oh yes, yes.
The runner.
Tell who Pistorius is.
Well, you know who Pistorius is.
No, but for the viewers that don't know.
Who doesn't know?
Well, the viewers that don't know.
South African gentleman.
Well, some viewers don't know.
A kid
Well, he should tell it to some of the viewers who don't know who Pistorius is.
He's an Olympic runner who ran with blades. Everyone knows who he is.
Well, I wouldn't say ran with blades.
I didn't ask you what you would say
that's
right
true.
now.
That's,
You're
I mean, no,
And let's imagine you're a runner, with legs.
Yeah.
And then you go home, you go, oh, I lost, honey. Who'd you lose to? Guy with no legs.
Wait, you're saying that you didn't like that Oscar Pistorius raced against people with legs?
No, I don't. I feel that one of the basic requirements of being a sprinter is having legs. I feel that they should say, okay, listen, let's, here's the, hey, what about you? I don't think you can be on the team. Why not? Well, you're not a biped. You have no legs, so scram.
Okay.
You take your time as long as you want. But get the hell out of here.
No one's going with you on this. Nobody is with you on this at all.
Except the feller at home that's like, that son of a bitch I lost my race to that got no legs.
Are you saying he had an unfair advantage because he had these?
Well, of course. He had rocket ships.
They're not rocket ships.
Okay.
Andy, help me out here.
No, it's still him running.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, guys, I agree with you then. Oscar Pistorius is a scholar and a gentleman.
All right.
He's a murderer.
Really turned it around on us.
Alleged murderer.
And I remember he did, I mean, I think it was one of his later appearances on our show. He went after Oscar Pistorius, who's
the Blade Runner.
Convicted of murder, and he was the one who famously had blades. He was born, I guess, without legs and had blades instead, and was this great Olympic athlete. And he went after him, and his joke was something along the lines of, I have no problem with him as a murderer.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the murder.
But the murder, it's you should use your real legs if you're going to be. And it's you think about it, everything about that joke is completely wrong, and especially in this era that we're in, completely unacceptable. But it was Norm, and Norm would dig into it with this. And I know the guy to be extremely sensitive and to be very kind.
Like almost too sensitive in many ways.
Yeah. And yet he wasn't having any of if this you got to be careful here, or that joke that could really hurt people's feelings.
Yeah.
He I think made some kind of deal with himself early on that across the board he was not going to care.
Yeah.
About
Nobody's
that.
going to tell me what to say.
Yeah, no one's going to tell me what to say. And I think,
his line was, one of the basic requirements of being a sprinter is you have to have legs.
Right.
So what was the story about The Tonight Show for you, about ruining a chance to get on The Tonight Show? Because you must have done The Tonight Show a bunch. I mean, I feel like I remember seeing you on The Tonight Show.
Well, there was the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, and then there was afterward,
Right.
But I was living in Canada, and I was kind of at my peak. I'd been doing, I got good at stand-up pretty quick. So I was about 2 years in, and I was really good, And I said, I'll go. Carson had announced he was going to retire in 8 months. So I said, I'm going to go to move to Los Angeles and be the last comedian on The Tonight Show and have him anoint me and call me over to the couch, and it'll be a big deal, And so there was this talent booker for The Tonight Show who had a lot of power. And he was the guy you had to get through as a gatekeeper. So, anyways, but he was very frustrating to work. So I would do a set, and he would come. First time I did the set, he came up to me after. He goes, "I didn't like you, but I was really drunk."
Jesus
so I'm
Christ.
like, "Jeez, man." So I'm all right. Well, can I do it again? He's like, "Oh, yeah, of course. I didn't care for him, but." You're probably funny. Everybody says you're funny. But I tell you, I was really hammered. I'm like, all right. So then the next time, I'm sitting there, and I look over. He's necking with a girl. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck is this guy? So finally, he looks at the stage and sees me after, 7 tries, And so then he goes, you're great, but you're not a Johnny comic. You're a Jay comic. People say these ridiculous things that have no meaning. So I'm like, what? He's like, you're more of a Jay, because Jay was doing Monday night as the guest host at that time, and it had already been revealed that he was going to take over. So he goes, you're a Jay comic, and I go, no, I think I'm a Johnny comic. Like that's what all my friends tell me. They always say, hey, you're a kind of a Johnny comic. He's like, I think you're a Jay comic. I'm like. So I'm in my head. I'm like, there's no fucking, it doesn't mean anything. What are you talking about? I was so angry. And then he says, like, whispers it to me. He goes, and also, Jay is going to take over the show. And I go, that was in the paper. Like, why are you whispering it? Everyone knows this thing. You're telling me in confidence, So anyways, he says, Johnny will watch. the Monday night with Jay. And everybody already knew at that point that Johnny hated Jay also. And even if he didn't, like Johnny Carson's going to watch the guest host on his day off,
right.
at 11:30. So I never got to do the Tonight Show. But then looking back, like, I wasn't really a Carson guy. He was like a corny old guy to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I took it on faith that he was funny, and I'd see clips and he'd be funny. But I wasn't a guy who grew up with Johnny Carson. I was a guy who grew up with David Letterman.
Right.
So it probably was better for me to have my first spot on Dave,
You got sorted into the right house.
Yeah,
with
without
Letterman.
knowing it, It turned out I was a Dave comic.
You were neither a Leonard comic nor a...
Yeah.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You're familiar with the model Kate Upton? Well, apparently, she told the London Sun that life would be easier if she had small breasts. I suppose that's true if by easier she means harder. We have a great show!
Because millions of people don't have any food in the world, so let's eat.
So much to share, so much to eat.
Big problem not only in Africa but in the world. It would be nice.
But there are those who are less fortunate. Perhaps you could
Yes.
comment on those people for us.
Well, Jan Murray is, I think.
Jan Murray.
He's worse off.
There's a direction there.
How's that?
Well, I mean, nobody really wants to be Jan Murray.
Television and film that
You'd always rather be yourself.
musicians have now.
That with the worldwide, and we have some recognition to some of the stations, including Feed for us, Melbourne, Australia, EENF.
I mean, you're not taping this, are you, Randy?
Thank you.
And then Roberta Duran says to the other guy, "No, you blow it up this time."
Oh.
Jerry Lewis, the actor, or Jerry Lewis, the telephone guy. Any of those caps that I wear, it's always a love. Either that or the hang! That feeling that what it is that a creative person does, whether that be as an artist or as a creative
source.
You could say source, that's your word.
Genius.
Genius would be more my word.
My next guest is Mr. Bill Cosby, the man who's done more commercials than Bruce Jenner.
Dino, man, it's me. Bill couldn't be with us.
I guess that's perfect.
And you only have one tape with one song in it.
Yeah.
You ever played the lotteries? Yeah. Man, I never played them. But you ever get a lottery ticket, somebody give it to you as a gift, like for Christmas or something? I always thought that was the weirdest gift to give somebody, a lottery ticket, So here you go. Nothing. That's nothing at all there. From me to you, a worthless hunk of cardboard. That's all it is, unless it pays off, And that'd be worse. Imagine giving a guy a lottery ticket for Christmas who wins. You get a call, a guy from like a week later, go, "Yeah, what's that, Bill? Yeah, I remember that ticket I give you. 14 million bucks, huh? Ah! Well, Merry Christmas to you then. What'd you get me again? Oh, you had a cup. Oh, that was some cup, too, wasn't it? Guess no chance of that cup skyrocketing in value in the next little while, is there? You dirty dog! Oh, thanks. How you guys doing? All right? The weirdest show I ever see the dating game. That's a weird show. The prize on the dating game, another contestant. Talk about cheap, you know, they chuck you somebody else. And they always do the same thing on the dating game. They get a beautiful girl, match her up with 3 big geeks. You know? Last week they had a guy, I was like a crazy guy, loony bin, psycho, wingnut, crazy guy. You can tell by the way they introduce him. You know, they go, bachelor number 2 is a shadowy, lurking character. From no fixed address, please welcome. Guy comes shambling into the studio, well-thumbed copy of Catcher in the Rye sticking out of his back pocket area. And then they made the girls ask those questions. They always be laced with sexual innuendo, you know. Girl got to go, bachelor number 2, if I were a popsicle. What would you do to me then? What? That's what it says in the card here, something about a popsicle. And then the guy goes, well, if you were a popsicle, huh? Well, first of all, I guess I'd take your wrapper off. If you know what I mean. Then I'd grab a hold of your sticks. If you know what I mean. Then I'd press you against the counter till you're broken too. But half you in the freezer till later. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm getting at there? Crazy guy that turned out to be.
I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go of everything. I'm scared of letting go.
Mr. Norm MacDonald.
What are you yelling my name for?
Norman!
Shut the fuck up. Then we gotta do some thing here. Okay. I went to buy a dog. This guy tried to sell me the most killing dog in the world, a big pit bull. $600 pit bull, you know? And I don't want to buy that, you know? $600. Holy cow. You know, guy says, this dog will protect your valuables. You know, I don't even have anything that valuable, you know? I mean, I buy the pit bull. That would be the most valuable thing I own, right there. I want a dog do things for me, you know? Fetch my slippers and things like that. You know, Pitbull won't do that. I say, hey, Pitbull, fetch my slippers. You know, Pitbull go, I could kill you, pal. I'm a pit bull. Don't you read the papers or anything? I don't fetch slippers. I fetch people. That's all I... You ever lie for no reason at all? Just all of a sudden a big lie spills out of your evil head there? You know? And you don't even know. Like a guy come up to you and go, hey, you ever see that movie with Meryl Streep and a horse? And you go, yes. I've been traveling around a lot, watching a lot of the TV, you know, and you've seen these new sports on the TV where they'll try to combine 2 sports together and make up a new sport. You know, like a guy will run a 100-yard dash and then fish. I bit my tongue today. That was about all. You ever do that? Man, that hurts, huh? Still hurts. And very embarrassing biting your tongue, you know. You just be walking down the street, minding your own business, you know. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly-how! You ever meet those old guys, no matter what the hell they do to themselves? You know, they still grow old. Be the oldest bastard you ever met in your life, you know? I go, every day I smoke 4 packs of cigarettes. I drink a bottle of Jack Daniels. And I hit myself in the head with a shovel every day. So it's Mr. World contest on the TV. You ever see this? Big bodybuilding contest, the Mr. World. So this guy wins it. He's the best in the world. He's Mr. World. So then they say at the end, they say, hey, don't miss next month, the Mr. Universe contest. I don't know about you guys, but I'm putting my money on Mr. World on this one, you know. I have to buy something to protect it, you know, and then I'd be out, be shopping for Wolverines the next day, you know. I'd be going, what do you got in a timber wolf? Show me something in a timber wolf. What do you got? You got anything in a timber wolf there? What do you got? Okay, well, hey, that's it for me, huh? Hey, you guys have been great. Hey, enjoy this. Good night.
NORM MACDONALD, everyone.
Because millions of people don't have any food in the world, so let's eat.
So much to share,
Starvation.
so much to eat.
Is a big problem not only in Africa but across the world. It would be nice.
But there are those who are less fortunate. Perhaps you could
Yes.
comment on those people for us.
Well, Jan Murray is, I think.
Jan Murray.
He's worse off.
There's a direction there.
How's that?
Well, I mean, nobody really wants to be Jan Murray.
Television and film that
You'd always rather be yourself.
musicians have now.
Back with you worldwide, and we are some recognition to some of the stations quoting feed for us. Melbourne, Australia, EENF.
I mean, you're not taping this, are you, Randy?
Thank you.
And then Roberta Duran says to the other guy, "No, you blow it up this time."
Oh.
Jerry Lewis, the actor, or Jerry Lewis, the telethon guy. Any of those caps that I wear, it's always a love. Either that or the hang. That feeling that what it is that a creative person does, whether that be as an artist or as a creative
source.
You could say source, that's your word.
Genius.
Genius would be more my word.
My next guest is Mr. Bill Cosby, the man who's done more commercials than Bruce Jenner.
Dino, man, it's me. Bill couldn't be with us.
I guess that's perfect.
And you only have one tape with one song in it.
Yeah.
Adam Egas.
How are you, Norm?
Good, man. How's your Easter?
It's fantastic. Couldn't be better.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great.
Hey, I thought the show was great last week. Our first show, Super Dave Osborne.
Amazing.
It was hilarious.
Unbelievable.
Hysterical.
Unbelievable. And we're not the only ones that think that. I have some pretty good news. The critics loved us. They couldn't get enough of it.
All right.
And more importantly, we officially are the #1 podcast on iTunes. So
I don't know
not
anything
too
about
shabby.
that. But I will tell you about critics.
What?
You can't get wrapped up in that kind of thing because critics, you know what I mean? They're just one guy's opinion.
Right.
That's just one guy's opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like what I like about the computer is it's interactive. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't matter if you don't. I didn't either before today. But what it means is that the people that are watching, they can post their own reviews of the show.
Absolutely.
On the web page.
Yeah, of course.
So what I did is, and because that's what I care about. I don't care about Owen Gleiberman.
Right, that's not who we do this with.
I care about the folks at home.
Right.
And so Daniel Kellison gave me a big bunch of comments. These are comments.
Oh, cool.
From the internet.
Oh,
From
great.
People that listen to this. And I haven't read any of these. I'm just going to read them.
Oh, I can't wait to hear some. Let's hear some.
I'm going to read them live because this is a live show. I don't want to do pre-stuff.
No.
Do you like pre-stuff?
No. Who likes pre-stuff?
All right. So do you want to hear one?
Of course.
This first one is from MonkFan72. I love these guys' names.
Yeah, that guy likes Monk.
That guy likes Monk. He says, I love this podcast. It was great to see Norm MacDonald back, and Super Dave was the perfect choice as first guest. Lose the douchebag.
He's talking about me.
Well, we don't know if he's talking
He's
about
clearly talking about me.
you. He is talking about you. But listen, it's not bad news. It further elucidates my point, actually, because let's suppose this guy were Richard Corliss or Pauline Kael. I don't know if she's still working.
I don't think so, but I get it.
That would hurt. But
Oh, it
this is
hurts,
just one.
trust me.
This is just one person's opinion. But I have hundreds of other
Well,
people.
all right, yeah, you're right. It's one guy, he's entitled to his opinion, and that's fine, whatever.
And mostly they like the show.
Well, good. Well, let's hear another one then.
All right.
Let's hear another one.
What's the deal with that fucking douchebag? Well, that was about you.
I mean, are there any good ones?
I'll look.
Okay.
Not good. Okay. Let me see here. Ooh.
What is it?
Huh?
Is it a good one?
It's
or?
not good at all. I found one.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a positive one. Thoroughly enjoyed it from top to bottom.
Great.
Blinky91 says. A sparkling exchange between veteran funny man Norm MacDonald and comedy legend Super Dave Osborne. One minor problem. The set.
Oh.
It's just too distracting. Why are there so many clocks? We're not tuning in to see what time it is in Hong Kong. We're tuning in to listen to comedians doing comedy. Plus some douchebag, I don't know who he was, but I'd like to punch him right in the fucking face. Okay,
I mean,
we don't need to know what the people think.
Well, no, I mean, it's hard, Norm. It's hard. I'm not used to this.
You know why? Because you're just new to the whole
I think that's part of it.
show
I mean,
business
also-
thing.
Oh, yeah, that.
You know what it reminds me of?
Huh.
I read in a book one time about Saturday Night Live, which I was on.
Yeah.
And when it started out, Chevy Chase retired, then Bill Murray came on.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody liked Bill Murray.
Nobody liked Bill Murray?
Unfathomable
Yeah,
today to
shocking.
think that.
Shocking.
But they did not like him because he was new. You understand?
Well, I get it. I mean, that makes sense.
So what he did, it was very famous. He went on TV.
Yeah.
He talked right to the camera, right?
Yeah.
And he introduced himself to the folks.
Did it work?
Said who he was. Of course it worked.
Oh, yeah, it's Bill Murray.
He's Bill Murray. He's probably the most
should I-
successful guy ever to come out of the franchise.
Maybe you're right.
So why don't you just look at your camera
All right.
and tell the folks who you
All
are,
right, I'll give it
introduce
a, all right,
yourself.
I'll give it a shot.
There you
See what works. I'm Adam Egat. I work at the world famous Comedy Store. I'm the manager over there. Before that, I was a manager at the Tempe Improv, and I don't know what I'm doing, I'll be honest, and I'm not an actor, I'm not a comedian, but I'm just going to try my best, and I'm going to do the best I can, and I hope the people watching at home will give me a chance to I don't know, just give me a chance. And I did this as a favor to Norm. I'm not an actor and I'm not a comedian.
This guy
but
says your face looks like a cunt.
I can't even change that. It's not the first time I've heard that, but.
I knew this guy wrote for Three's Company, and he said, like, you know, they'd always have beautiful girls. Remember that show?
Yeah, I love Three's Company.
So they'd have extras, you know, and so they called them the Bimbo of the Week, and they'd take them out to the smokehouse. But John Ritter, he wasn't like a Lothario or anything, but you know who was?
Furley?
Furley. You got it.
Of course.
Mr. Furley. So he says his big line would be, he'd say to girls, he'd go like this, he'd go, I'm married, but it's not going well.
Oh my God.
And then he'd put booze in when they weren't looking, like comically, when they weren't looking away, he'd put booze into their booze.
Oh my gosh.
And then, but he'd
That'd be amazing to
he'd
see
go to a
that.
hotel in Burbank and have sex with them. And then one time the hotel owner asked, he had a big 8x10 he wanted to sign, so Don Knotts had to go to another hotel.
Oh my God.
It's not going well.
Not going well. Jesus. Mr. Furley.
You ever
Imagine
meet
that fucking wake up the next morning, you're some fucking saucy bimbo, fucking
the ultimate
21 years old.
You're expecting Richard Klein at least.
Anybody, yeah.
At the very least.
Jesus. Anybody.
Who's the
Susan Sarandon?
Mr. Furley, relax. Just take it. Oh my God, he's hyperventilating. Give him that. Give him that. Take some air in. Take some air. Oh. Mr. Furley, come on. Mr. Furley, relax. No, don't hyperventilate. Breathe. Breathe. Mr. Furley, get some air in. Breathe. Okay? Okay, now, Mr. Furley, listen to me carefully. Well, thank you for helping me. He's had a relapse.
I'm told by Nick Swartzen that he's come up with a new impression for his act, known for his impressions. What is it again?
This is Mr. Furley talking to the 20-year-old girl he just woke up next to. Or no, he's in the middle of sex with her. I'm coming in your butt!
Oh my God. Well, listen, man. Hey,
your mouth is my toilet!